Falcon fans, and of course, good old Atlanta Falcon fans. You already know what it is, and you already know what to do. One time for the fan, we back. Good morning to everybody that's here with us talking Falcons football. Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, Amazon Podcast. We are everywhere. Go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Man, like I said, we are everywhere. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hashtag OTFTF. Hashtag the fan club. T Will for my ATL Sports is here back again, hours later, talking Falcons football. Miss Carrie, one time for the fan in here, back again, talking Falcons football. For those that do not know, we were live about 7 hours ago.
Doesn't even feel that long ago. It feels like I just
Yep.
went from one show to the next, man. But I got my
Yeah, it
coffee,
does.
so I'm good.
We are up. We are live. We are lit. Falcon fans in the chat. I know some fans here are expecting a special guest. For you guys that don't see the description or the comment that is in the chat, even for the time frame that we started today, Chef Matt had a scheduling conflict. Of course, that is senior executive Chef Matt. So, of course, when his job comes into play, we have to respect that. Chef Matt has been on this podcast about 4 or 5 times already. And every time he's done it, he's always done it from the stadium. But there's a scheduling conflict today, and he's been called into a meeting. So Chef Matt will not be able to make it today, but we have talked to Chef Matt, and we are going to reschedule the podcast so we can get everything that we mentioned last night back in play. Please tune into the IG as well. One time for the fan, especially this weekend. Chef Matt will be on there talking with some Falcon fans too as well. But please head over to the IG and be prepared for this weekend as we get a chance to chop it up with Chef Matt. But his scheduling conflict is a little bit busy today, and he will not be able to make it. But guess what? We still have a giveaway for Falcon fans here in the chat. We're going to be giving away a brand new Falcons t-shirt for Falcon fans here in the chat. Of course, one time for the fan, from the fan, for the fan, on a pop-up podcast. Normally we wouldn't be doing this Tuesday mornings. This is normally breakfast with one time for the fan on Friday mornings. But for those in the chat, we do have a giveaway coming up. So I know some fans wanted the Dirty Bird dust. I wanted some damn Dirty Bird dust too as well, because I was getting ready to grill today. But that seems that it's not going to be the case. But big shout out to Chef Matt too as well. Like I said, he's been on the podcast like T-Will 3, 4, 5 times already.
At least.
And when his schedule comes into play, with of course his job, we want to make sure we respect that. So Chef Matt will be back on the podcast very soon. We'll get the update on when he can be able to join us, and then we'll get everything rescheduled again so we can make sure Chef Matt and one time for the fan can bless the fans. T Will, one time for the fan, former ATL Sports. There is some news that we recently heard about the Atlanta Falcons, so we're going to get to that too as well. We
A
did
lot
talk.
of news.
We talked
A
some
lot.
camp. We talked some cuts last night. You know, the 53-man roster is today at 4 p.m. The Falcons just waived Carlos Washington minutes ago, so it's looking like is it Nick Carter that can possibly make this 53-man roster? So we got to look here. Like, what's going on here, Falcon fans? Like, it's a lot to talk about. But before we get to the 53-man roster, before we get to the fans in the stands and the fans in the chat, T-Will, how's everything going with former ATL Sports?
Hey, everything's going great, man. I mean, hey, it's cut down day, right? So not that, look, we love Chef Matt here at One Time for the Fan. He's definitely a friend of the show, and we will see him again. And like you say, you know, the man's his job is going to come first. He's an executive VP. He's busy, but I'm sure we will see him again. And when we do, it'll be a great time. But if it was, the good news is it's cut down day. So we have so much to talk about. Not only has Carlos Washington been released, but I think Lenny Craig has been released as well.
We have 5 released players actually. So if you want, I can mention them or.
Well, I wanted to build the drama for one.
Oh, okay.
But then
the others
good
you
morning.
do,
She didn't
right?
want to get to the good morning breakfast.
I'm
stuff,
like,
T-Will.
let's
She
get
said,
to
F all
it.
that. We
Let's
were just
go.
talking 7
Let's
hours
go,
ago.
right?
If we're talking
So-
Falcons, talk Falcons, Carrie. said,
Right.
T-Will.
Ready?
So, ladies and gentlemen, Kobe Bryant has been released. This is a hot take, you know, not that I'm excited about it, but, you know, Hey, man, he's been released. So now, Kerry, we can do the rest
Hawk
of the
Mamba?
list. Go ahead. No, not the
Okay.
black. Not the Black Mamba. Stop
So
it.
Hawk Mamba is released. We're confirming that.
Hawk
Mamba
Mamba.
is
Oh,
no
that's
longer Atlanta.
Yes.
Hawk Mamba. Okay.
Unfortunately, I mentioned this on the show last night with Smitty. Like, in my opinion, the odds were stacked against him to make this roster.
Mm-hmm.
He went undrafted as we picked him up as an undrafted free agent, and unfortunately, he got hurt. So during preseason, so it's like the odds were stacked against him to make this team. I wish him well. I know he's a fan favorite. Um, and yeah, I don't see us bringing him back because I don't think he's going to make it back to us. I think he's definitely going to be picked up by a team that needs a cornerback. And that's just what it is. So that's my thoughts about him. Do you guys have anything else about him before I move on to the next player? Or?
I mean,
Go ahead, Jack.
undrafted free agent. I think he was battling injury, of course, going into
Yes.
camp. And you saw him get a couple reps here and there where I think some fans were really excited about Kobe Bryant, which I even, for one, as a diehard Falcon fan, was excited about Kobe Bryant. And I wanted to see the young lad get a chance to play here in Atlanta. It doesn't seem like that may work out. I know some fans are retweeting, hey, bring him back on the practice squad and all this other stuff, but there are other teams that see the potential in Kobe Bryant, just like the Falcons saw the potential. Now, of course, it's a 53-man roster. If you were dealing with a team that was just down bad, I mean down bad, then I can see them saying, hey, look, opportunities for Kobe is going to be really high here. But you got AJ, you got CJ Henderson, which I think is going to make the 53. Even D. Alford, who's still in the mix right now. Mike Hughes. I mean, there's a little bit of depth in that cornerback room, right? So for Kobe Bryant, just a sad situation. Also, we got to give respect to the players that are getting cut today and this week. They play the game. We don't play the game.
That's
shout out
correct.
to Philip Crawford. Shout out to Larry. Shout out to all the fans in the chat. We don't play the game, Falcon fans. So for these players that went out there and did everything they could this summer, even through their career, Terry, you know this. There are some players who are going to get cut. Not saying Falcon players. There are some players who are going to get cut around the NFL this week, and that's it for their NFL career. They're going to move on to something else.
Yeah.
Right? So they did have a dream. They did have that vision that they could make it to the next level. And for them, they might have lived up to it for that moment. But we do want to say hats off to all the players across the leagues. We crack our jokes here and there about different teams and stuff. But, Kerry, I don't play the game. Terry, you don't play the game. So shout out to these players that did put their body on the line, all those days away from their family and, things they had to take care of just to go out there and do their job. But for the Falcon players, Kerry, you said you had 5 players already. Names will be coming in as we talk here on One Time for the Fan. Once again, if you're joining in right now, ChefMatt not able to join us this morning due to a scheduling conflict. I'm sorry, senior executive ChefMatt. I keep messing it up. I don't want to disrespect the man. It's like calling a doctor the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Like senior executive ChefMatt. The schedule was difficult this morning to join us, but we're going to make sure we reset up the show so he can join us again. And ChefMatt, he's been on here too many times, so can't wait to have him back. But we are doing a giveaway towards the end of the show, so please stick around for the giveaway details so we can get to that. Kerry, how many people do we have released right now? You mentioned Kobe Bryant. I think Ronnie Harrison too as well. The safety was released.
So Ronnie Harrison, the safety, safety. But I'll end with the other big name. The next 2 I'm gonna say because we've released 5 so far, which means we have 19 more to go. Because the Falcons needed to release 24 today to get to 53. So with this 5, we need 19 more. But the 2 I was gonna mention are the running backs. Carlos Washington, who unfortunately has been battling injury, who was our RB3. He's been waived. He maybe can make the practice squad, but unfortunately he's waived, as well as Jashawn Corbin. So for me, big Nathan Carter fans, it's looking good for him to make the 53 as the RB3 right now. So
I said Nick Carter earlier. Sorry, I think that's Nick Carter's the singer from that group
I didn't even
from
catch that. Sorry guys, I'm half asleep here.
Right, we've been fans.
It's
We got
okay.
off. We got off the other podcast last night, our Midnight Madness podcast. around 2 a.m., a lot of fans were in the chat talking
Yeah,
Falcons
we had
football.
fun.
Yes.
It's
Catch the
possibly something we
replay
can do
if you
again
can.
because fans enjoyed that, Kerry. We had a good
That's
time.
fun.
Country came through and talked some Falcons with us too as well.
Oh
That was
wow,
fun.
that was
Um,
that was
but
fun.
the fifth player, who besides Kobe Bryant, another big name would be Lenny Craig. We've released Lenny Craig as well. So
Yep.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know
Yeah.
how you
Falcons
guys
also
feel
released
about
running
that.
back Jashawn Corbin too
Yeah,
as
Yeah.
well.
him and Carlos Washington. Yeah, that's the one I mentioned. It's
Okay.
3 and 4. But
Yeah.
5 is Lenny Craig. What do you guys think? Did you see that coming or?
Yeah. I mean, you
Lenny,
figure you're
that
only
was
going to keep
tough.
one kicker. I mean, and he, I don't now. I think he will be picked up, and I definitely think Kobe will be back. Look, Kobe is a talent. I'm not. I just think he needs to gain a little weight, let work on some stuff. But again, to the extent that he does that, I can really see him doing some things in the NFL. Look, you're gonna have to have a little bit of size on you to make some hits. Some of those running backs coming at you are huge, so he will need to do that. But I mean, it's not like he has a lot to clean up. The guy has speed. The guy has speed for days. He's a fighter. He knows how to contend for catches, and I think Kobe will be around in this league for a good little while. It just wasn't his turn this go round. But as far as Lenny Craig, I totally saw that. I mean, he
Really?
basically told you when he was like, "Well, I mean, we've got it or whatever." He basically told you what he was going to do.
What do
Plus,
you mean?
well, when he said he had emotional ties to Koo or whatever.
Oh,
Plus, to be honest with you, from what I'm hearing, Koo outperformed him in training camp, like really outperformed him.
I
So
I
mean, there
feel
was
like
some
it was
days I think
closer. Yeah.
it was close. It was close.
well, but here's
You
the thing
know.
about that, right? If you're gonna fight the champ, you
Hmm.
better knock him out.
Right.
Because all things being equal, they're gonna go with the champ. Like that's a long time boxing rule. So if you're going against an incumbent that's been there for a while and Koo's been here what 3-4 years, you have to knock him out. You're gonna have to drastically outperform him. He didn't do it.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. It just kind of for me sucks because I mean, we paid a bit of a premium to sign him. Um Because other teams wanted him as well. I don't know if you remember that, but we
I
paid a
do.
little more just so we could get him, and then it's like,
Right.
"Oh, well, we let him go." So what this is telling me is we're in savage season because, as you guys know, we already, cut Morgan Fox, who people were surprised about $3 million we gave him.
Yeah.
So maybe it's savage season. Somebody that you're expecting to be on this 53 today that maybe, based off of how much they're supposed to make, doesn't mean they're gonna make it. So
Right.
That's true.
And the-
I'd like to respond to Chase if I could. Chase, I'm saying metaphorically the champ. Look, I know Koo did not have a great season last year. In no way am I saying he did. I think a lot of it was due to injury. And look, he could still be injured. And I didn't make the decision to keep him. What I'm saying is if you were going to take on an incumbent, and that's anybody, people don't like to make changes. So if you were going to do that, he was going to have to drastically outperform him.
mhm.
Like, and what I mean is not miss anything. So that kick that he missed in whatever game that was,
Mhm.
he would have in order for him to take Koo's job, he would have had to have outperformed him 2-1. I'm just keeping it real. So, that's what I mean. In no way am I defending his performance last year, Chase. You are 100% right. He was bad last year, and I think a lot of it was due to injury, but we'll see. Anyway, Jack, just wanted to say that. Go ahead, sir. Sorry about that.
Hey, Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. A lot of Falcon fans are jumping into the chat right now. Shout out to you all for joining us on this Breakfast with One Time for the Fan pop-up podcast. Last night, the Midnight Madness podcast that we put out. Man, we got offline around 2 a.m. So for fans that were there in the chat last night, and for fans that are here in the morning now joining us again, big shout out to you all. But yeah, the first set of names for the Atlanta Falcons released of who's getting, not going to make the 53. Kobe Bryant on the list. Of course, you guys already saw Morgan Fox and some of the other players we talked about last night, but Lenny Craig, one of the names that we're discussing right now. Um, Kerry, for Craig right now, you did mention that a lot of teams were going after Craig before the Falcons brought him in. And if I'm a GM of another team thinking, hey, we can get by with a training camp preseason kicker until the Falcons release Craig, because they kind of, a lot of GMs kind of figure Koo still has that job. It's tough for Craig to win that spot. Now that Craig is released, it will be kind of difficult to bring him back, because
I don't think we can bring him
a
back.
team is going to go out there Lenny Craig.
Somebody
I think the Dolphins
65, 67 yards. Yeah.
Somebody.
I agree. I think somebody will pick him up. Yeah, just like I think somebody's gonna pick up Kobe Bryant. I don't think he's gonna be back on this team, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far that's the 5 names that have been released. So we have 19 more to go. And I'm ready for it. I'm like keep refreshing to see if somebody else,
And who do we expect to be the surprising make on the 53? Like, is it Chris Blair? Is it Casey Washington as a point? Is it a D. Alford? Is it a Natron Brooks? Which player do you think would be a surprise, could make the 53? Is it a Khalid Kareem? Because we already know some of the other guys that's going to be a part of this 53. But who's the exciting player that you're probably waiting for to hear news from, Gary?
My surprise player that I think, or more so hope that makes it, is the guy who was the highest graded interior D lineman, pass rusher in the preseason, based off of PFF, and that is Simeon Barrow Jr. I'm hoping he makes it, honestly. He looked really good in the preseason, but he was projected to go 5th round pick in the draft, this past draft, but he ended up going undrafted, and that was another guy we picked up as an undrafted free agent. I'm hoping he's a surprise player that makes it. If I had to say anybody else, for me, Casey Washington would not be a surprise. I think he's a lock to get that 5th roster spot. I do think Blair makes it, if you consider that a surprise, but I think he's shown enough in training camp as well as the preseason games, that he could get a spot. If I had to pick another surprise besides Barrow, maybe looking at my projection here, I feel Carter was somebody I wanted to make it, but I think that's the writing's on the wall now with the other 2 running backs being released, so I wouldn't say that's a surprise. I'm trying to see any other surprises. For me, Natron Brooks, I really hope he makes it, so that could be a surprise he makes it. What do you think, T-Will?
T-Will?
I think Chris Blair's earned it.
Right.
I mean, I don't see
a surprise. Yeah.
I don't see how you can say to him, sorry. You know what I mean? I think he's earned it. Would Natron Brooks be a surprise?
He was on the team last year, so I wouldn't say surprise.
Not really.
But then again, the cornerback issue, and I know fans were talking about that. So to see Natron step up, Natron, I think in the DB room right now is like Chris Blair in the wide receiver room. Like, fans are kind of like, he had a good training camp, he had a good preseason. Like, let's see him in the mix next year. So I see where you're going with that. Yeah, T-Will.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's a surprise for Natron means. It would be. I don't even know that it would be. Look, everybody's performed. Well, not everybody, but most have performed really, really well. So these are some difficult decisions. Morgan Fox was a surprise for me. Like, that was a surprise. But I think that is indicative of how well some of these young Thundercats, as Lowe would say, have performed. You know what I mean? So,
right.
You got to say it like Lowe. Them young Thundercats.
Them young Thundercats.
Them young Thundercats.
So, I mean, I don't know. As from a receiver perspective, like, nothing would surprise me. You know, if we kept David Sills, it wouldn't surprise me.
I have Sills making it.
That's a surprise right there. That would be my surprise for David Sills.
I have Sills making it only because what other big body receiver do we have?
There you go.
That's similar to Drake London. If God forbid something happened to Drake, like, I feel like
you got to put Hodge in the mix. Hodge.
I have Hodge making it. I
He's
have
been
us
positive.
taking 7 wide receivers. What do you
I
guys
do
think?
too. I do too. Because
I can see
number
that.
one, you have to because you don't know if Mooney's going to be able to start, right?
Right.
And I think what's his name is hurt too, isn't he?
Ray
So
Ray.
No,
not
the
Ray,
returner.
Jamal Agnew, and that's the thing too.
He's
Does
hurt
Jamal
too.
Agnew make the squad? We haven't heard much about him too
I
as
would
well.
like to know you guys' opinions. Do you think so? What's your prediction? Do you think Jamal Agnew makes it
You have Natron
or
Brooks
no?
returning kicks back there, and I know
I
Jamal
don't
Agnew
know.
is a special team specialist. I mean, we've seen what he's done throughout his career playing special teams, but at this point, even Morgan Fox getting cut shows that anything can happen
Right.
I
with this
mean,
team.
I honestly don't know because now he's one guy. If you release him, somebody's gonna pick him up.
Dude,
Mhm.
Agnew?
Somebody's gonna pick him
Yeah.
up.
I mean,
I
this
Now,
is
have him
from
not
some of
making
those
it,
players. We know
unfortunately,
they're going to
but
get picked up. I mean, they've
yeah,
been playing in the league
somebody
for a
pick him
while.
up.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
you know how it is.
But I mean, it could be. I mean, look, anything's open. Any
I
any anything is possible. To quote Kevin Garnett, anything is possible. So
To your point, T. Will, I know your favorite tight end, Felipe Franks. You
ah
have him making it. Is that
ah
true? Is that true? Is he on your
ah.
53?
We have a wager, do we not, Gary?
T. Will
Hell
said
yeah, I
that
got
Frank's
Felipe.
jersey is on the way.
Hell yes,
Who
I
did
have
I say
Felipe
was making it?
Franks
I don't even
jersey.
remember now. I was so tired.
You
I
know
know
who's
Felipe.
making it, Carrie? Karina Atkins is making it as
Karina,
going to
what up,
Shout out
Karina?
to
be
her. Shout
What's
Falcons
out.
going
Fan
on?
of the Year. So, Falcon fans, make sure you head over to Karina's page. Karina, you can drop the link in the chat. Falcon fans, cast your votes. Go ahead and put it in for Karina. Y'all seen Karina home games, away games. That is a die-hard Atlanta Falcon fan. She's running for Fan of the Year.
Oh,
Put your
that's
votes in the chat for
awesome.
Karina Atkins. Please, please, please. I've seen Karina everywhere, man. Die-hard Falcon fan. You can talk to Karina about the Falcons after a win or a loss. She's still going to remain positive about her team. She's still going to be at the next game. She ain't never leaving that Dirty Bird nest. I already know she's over there. Big shout out to Karina Atkins, too, as well. Please put the link in the chat so fans can vote for
Please
Karina
do.
Atkins Fan of the Year. We've had a lot of Fan of the Years in the
That's
chat, too, as well.
awesome.
Big shout out to April Showers, who won it recently. And, of course, Miss Karina, who is getting ready to run right now. So, Miss Karina, big shout out to you, man. Go out there and win that Fan of the Year now. You,
Go get
you
it.
got some competition now. There's some other fans. I know some other fans out there.
I know I'm voting for Karina, so it's not even close. It's not even close in my mind's eye. But anyway,
I believe you can cast votes
I
for
love
more than one person. I can't remember. But Karina Atkins is a diehard fan. Like we've seen
Karina,
her.
we see Karina at every. Karina Atkins is Atlanta.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
at every home and
She's
away
at
game.
every. Oh my
She
God,
does
she's
not
at
miss a
all
game.
the
Shout
Braves,
out to
Yeah.
her.
Falcons, all United,
Yeah. Even on
probably
that
Dream.
50-50 with Chris Blair, Chase. I
He
mean,
Yeah,
did
he led
make that. Yeah, that sucks.
that one
I
touchdown
mean,
sucks, but he did lead all. I think he led all receivers in preseason with yards.
he
Or
had
was
right.
it?
He played a
he
lot.
scored 2 touchdowns in the
He
preseason.
did.
He scored
He
that
each
52
He scored
game.
yarder
one in the
So
against
Detroit. He
Tennessee, right? The
scored one in
52
the
yarder.
no,
Detroit
but
game.
what Chase is talking about is he played in 3 preseason games. To be fair, I think he played the most snaps out of any of our receivers, but I could be wrong, but I'm pretty
The
sure that's right.
walk-in touchdown he did drop against Dallas the other day. That was the
Yes.
easy one he
I
dropped. But
mean,
that
that's
52 yarder, I
That
mean,
that.
Chris
hurt.
was
I
smoking
wanted
on
that
that
for
play.
him. But
Well,
I will say he scored a touchdown with stick each game. The first game, the second game, and it should have been the third game. He should have had a hat trick of touchdowns. But unfortunately, the Dallas game, he dropped that walk-in touchdown. You gotta have
and
that one. But
he's been cooking, folks. He's
Yeah,
been
he's cooking
cooking.
folks. Yeah,
So
he's
in a lot of these games, he was your offense.
yeah, he
So
put in a lot of work in the summer.
think Chris Blair. I think he has made the team. I think he deserves to be on the team. It's not even close.
Mm-hmm.
Agnew,
dang,
I
not
don't
even
know.
close. I love it. Agnew, I don't have him making it, but I
I
wanted to
don't
see
know.
what your guys' opinion was
I
about
don't know.
Agnew.
Chris
I don't
Blair,
know.
I'm team
Jack, what
Chris
do you think?
Blair. Yeah, I've stated it before. I'll say it again. I am team Chris Blair. I does hope he makes this 53. And of course,
Right.
everybody's gonna have their opinion about why he shouldn't or why he should, and that's why we respect it here on One Time for the Fan, from the fan
Right.
for the fan. But Chris had a couple of looks this preseason where if he doesn't stay here with Atlanta, he's definitely off to another team.
Who?
Chris Blair, if he
But
doesn't
there's no
make
way
the
he's
53.
not making it, I don't think.
Yeah,
There's
but he's
no
definitely going to
way.
end up on somebody's team. I don't see him as a practice squad player no more. Chris has made it coming from the XFL to where he is now. I'm just proud of him. Big shout out to D. Orlando Ledbetter too as well. He just retweeted
Oh,
from a tweet from Aaron Wilson. The Texans veteran tackle Cam Robinson potential trade.
trade. Yeah, I
Falcons
saw
make ton
that.
of sense. Let's go ahead and pull this tweet up right here. I mean, we can get to the offensive guard situation. I mean, offensive tackle situation, which is very important here in Atlanta. You know, some moves will be made possibly this week between some more teams. Will the Atlanta Falcons get involved in a trade in the mix? Terry, let's go ahead and bring this up here. What Aaron Wilson is saying on the Texans veteran tackle Cam Robinson potential trade. Falcons make ton of sense as one of the most tackle thin teams in the NFL after a knee injury to Caleb McGarry. Falcons actively looking for offensive tackle. Texans expected to go with talented, massive rookie Ariante Irsay at left tackle. So Cam Robinson could possibly be out the mix in Houston. And Aaron Wilson believes the Falcons could possibly be in the mix over there too as well. Should we go ahead and make a trade, T. Will? Is today trade day or cut day?
I mean, it could
Both
be. Does he
both
fit
on?
our?
Shit. Hold on, Terry. Hold on. You said both on. Hold on, I got you. Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on, I got you.
Wow.
Wow.
Bruh.
Hold on,
Bruh.
I got you. Hold on, I got you too, bro.
Bruh. Does he fit our scheme? Does he fit what
a
we
veteran
do?
tackle that can plug and play that you don't have to worry about in a sense of can this guy go out there and do it? I mean, he is a veteran player in the league. I mean, he's played that position for a while. But T. Will, remember what Country said last night? Does he fit the scheme? Does he fit the personnel?
That's what I'm saying.
Does he fit what Penix got them involved with on that offensive line? Does he fit with what the offensive line coach is working with? Does he fit with Raheem, what he has him working with? Like, sometimes it's not just about throwing a player into the mix. Does he fit what we need right now? Or is it Elijah Wilkinson's job? We're going to find out. Carrie, potential trade, Aaron Wilson talking about it here on Twitter.
I mean, I'm all for it, like exploring the trade, see what they would want. I would see like a late round pick for him, then why not? Because you guys already know I feel very nervous, I guess. I don't know a better word to explain it, but I'm feeling very nervous if I had to just think of a quick word to describe my feeling right now. I mean, you lost your right tackle one, and Caleb McGarry, you lost your right tackle number two, and Storm Norton. I hate to see it, and it's no knock on Elijah Wilkinson, Jack Nelson, but I really don't want to depend on a third string, fourth string guy,
Right.
Agreed.
for my quarterback's first full season, first, start as the starter heading into a season. I hate that, and because teams are going to try to exploit that side.
Yeah.
And I feel like the run game could take a hit because I feel like you could plug and play a player and maybe the passing game won't take much of a hit just because that wasn't Caleb's strength, but Caleb's strength was, run blocking. So I have a feeling that we need to bring in somebody who's at least to Caleb's level if we have the opportunity to do so, whether that be, a player like Skipper from the Lions, who they just released a veteran tackle, or if it's exploring a trade with the Texans. Yes, like Millie Mill
Right.
said, they released Skipper, which I thought he did well when their starting tackle Decker went down. So I think that was a surprise cut for Lions fans, so I would like to see us either trade for someone or pick somebody up in the waiver wire. I think you have to do one of the two, personally.
Right.
Yeah. Cam Robinson's got a 70.4 PFF grade for
That's
pass
the
block.
best out of all the
Great.
offensive tackles
Wow.
you've
He's
named in the
great.
past couple of days that we've been looking
He's
at.
great.
That's actually great.
I
Now,
think Aaron
his
Wilson might
run
be on something
blocking,
if we're going off of PFF grades. But T. Will?
yeah, his run blocking is 59.9. So it's not what Caleb McGarry is, but I mean, again, he's got an overall grade of 64. And look at if you put him next to the best guard in the league, I kind of feel like his blocking grade would probably be a little better.
Okay.
But I don't know, guys. I mean, I'm okay with it. Carrie, you okay with it? Jack, you okay with us trading for Cam Robinson.
If you can get off a 5th or a 6th rounder and get this guy in here, if you're talking about a 2nd rounder, if you get fleeced from the Texans,
Yeah.
shouldn't be getting fleeced.
Well, if they release him, you don't have to trade for him though, do you?
That's right. Just go out there and pick him up.
You just got to sign him. You don't have to trade. You don't have to trade him if they release him.
Yeah. So let's see what the Texans do. I mean, if that's just a report. Don't forget, Falcon fans, it's just a report that they could be going with the rookie tackle down there in Houston. Also, the Lions, Dan, what you said, Dan Skipper is his name? I don't want to mess up his name. It's Dan Skipper, right?
Skipper for the Lions, yes.
From the Lions, could potentially be in play too as well. The Falcons need that offensive tackle potential from this young man out there in Detroit. I think the Chiefs have a left tackle as well that I saw a report from Sports Illustrated that they were thinking about, not that the Falcons were thinking about, the writer from Sports Illustrated was thinking about that would be a good possible trade potential there because he had some previous starts as a third string offensive tackle, but he's got in there. He's got in the mix. He's got in the trenches before, and he's a dog. So we'll see if the Falcons do make a move today about some trades or just got to go pick up an offensive player from another team. But they got to get these cuts down. That's the first thing. They got to get these cuts out the way. Millie Mills in the chat says Smitty brought up Bakhtari the other day if he is healthy. That is true too as well. Big shout out to Smitty. Kerry, you did a show with Smitty yesterday. I think you said you was in there for like 20 minutes and it was supposed to turn into you were supposed to be in there for like 20 minutes and it turned into 2 hours, or how was it?
No, it was. I feel like it was probably supposed to be an hour, but you know how that goes. Falcons fans talking Falcons football. I mean, it ended up being 2.5 hours, but it was worth it. But yeah, I really appreciate Smitty and Chris A1 Forever Sports having me on with Eda Goddess and Miss Joy. It was ladies' night over there, ladies. Falcons fans talking Falcons football. It was awesome. So if you guys can check the replay out if you didn't catch it, it was good.
That was great. So big shout out to Smitty, big shout out to A1, Eda Goddess, Miss Joy too as well. Big shout out to all the Falcon fans who were just excited around this time of the year. It's like Christmas for us, especially with this 53-man roster getting ready to drop here in a couple of hours. We get some breaking news here and there already. Carry 5 names already have been put out there for Falcon fans to go ahead and talk amongst their Falcon chats and Falcon groups. Georgia Texas boy is in the chat. We'll go check out some of the fans in the stands and see what's going on. Any surprising cuts so far for you all Falcon fans? I know Morgan Fox might be a name surprising to you all. Lenny Craig might be a name that's surprising to you all. Maybe Kobe Bryant. Put your comments in the chat. Put your questions in the chat. Once again, if you're joining us here and you don't see Chef Matt is super busy with his schedule, is not able to join us today, but we're going to reschedule the podcast to make sure everybody knows that Chef Matt is always here with One Time for the Fan. Of course, he's been on the show like 4 or 5 times. But we do have a giveaway at the end of the show for fans who are still in the chat. We're going to give away a nice little Falcon t-shirt. So if you guys want to just stick around towards the end, we'll go ahead and get you the details so you guys can just be a part of it. Carrie?
No, I was going to ask you, going back to roster projections. I know we think our guy Chris Blair makes it. I think Sills makes it. Do you guys see any world where Drummond or Nick Nash makes it? Or those would be the cuts?
I think Nick Nash could be on the practice squad. I don't know that he's done. And again, with that being said, he could make it. Look, that receiver cut down is probably one of the toughest.
Because they showed out in preseason and camp. They showed out this year. So
I mean,
Nick Nash, I think he was pretty quiet in training camp, and even those first 2 games in the preseason, I was hoping to see something from him, but it was pretty quiet. But the last game we played against the Cowboys, I feel like that's when we finally saw something from him.
Yeah.
So I think some fans are hoping he makes it based off that, but I don't know if he did enough.
And one thing he did do, he made a lot of contested catches. So the catches that he made, a couple were behind him. You know what I mean? It wasn't. So I like to see that out of a receiver. It just doesn't have to be right here. Sometimes you got to adjust. And he showed me a little something there. But to your point, Kerry, I just don't know that it's enough to supersede what Chris Blair has done, what we've seen from David Sills. I think Drummond probably is one of the guys that may not make the team. Drummond.
Drummond, yeah.
Is probably one of the guys
I
that doesn't
liked
make
him,
the team. But as far as the other ones, that's a tough decision. That is, I don't know, Jack. Your thoughts? Jack, okay. Jack's bit.
he's in the middle of something.
Auntie
But
Pam says, good morning, Jack, Terry, Carrie, and everyone
good
in the chat.
morning,
Happy Tuesday. Good morning, Auntie
Miss
Pam.
Pam. Hope you're doing well.
Yep.
Nando says Nash will be on the practice squad. I think so too. I don't see him making it, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
I could definitely see um him making the practice squad. A1 says that he hopes they keep Barrow. I do too.
Do you think he's done enough?
I think he was the best guy in interior defensive lineman in the preseason. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Um I don't know. Earlier I said that he was the highest graded interior defensive lineman in on all of preseason in all of the league per
That
PFF.
I think that defensive lineman it is again that's going to be tough because I think we're gonna whoever we release if we release Kentavious Street, I think Kentavious Street is going to be picked up by a team. I do.
That
And
is so awesome. No,
and
not that. Sorry. Sorry.
no, I get it. But we
No,
may end up releasing them. We may, but I mean,
sorry. I was thinking out loud. Don't mind me. I'm like still drinking my coffee tea. Well, I
Harry,
was
it's
I was I
it's
was reading
fine.
Karina's no, I was
So
reading Karina's comment out loud, like in my head. I was reading it as you were talking, and then I was like, that's awesome. Like, because she
That is
said,
awesome.
hey, Auntie Pam, she is the one that started fan of the year for me, so thank you. And I just guys, we were up late on this stream
We
last
were.
night, so I past my bedtime. So I'm a little out of it, so don't mind me. That's why I said that's awesome. I wasn't
No,
talking about
that's
somebody
fine.
being released, he will. I'm sorry.
No,
yeah, I think
it's
all of
fine.
us are a little
It's all
bit
good. It's
behind
all good.
schedule for today. But guess what,
I need
Falcon
coffee
fans?
myself.
We are
Right.
excited because when the 53-man roster drops later on, we all can get ready to prepare to see who is going to be able to help this team get to the playoffs, win the division, make it back to that Super Bowl so we can go win it. Knowing that the rookies will probably play a significant role this year too, as well, with James Pierce and Jalen Walker, and of course Xavier Watts, Billy Bowman, and these guys. Maybe even Jack Nelson if he steps in a major way. It does remind you of that 2016 team when the rookies had to step up in positions that were key and important for us. It's going to be exciting to see Xavier Watts. Where does he land? If he's going to be the starter, if he's going to be the backup, where is Hellum's going to land? I know William Amy's probably in here right now. As soon as I said Hellum's,
He's a big
William Amy
Helms
woke up.
fan.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
One time for the fan.
William Amy.
As soon
No,
as I said
William
Hellum's, he gonna join the
Amy.
chat.
His
Somebody say
He
his
said,
Hellum's.
spider
stop
senses
sleeping.
went off. He was like, Helms. Did somebody say Helms?
Say
He
he goes
said,
to Big Low
stop
Country. He
sleeping on
jumped in the chat.
Helms.
Somebody say Thundercats. Big Low Country Sports.
Yes.
He did. He did.
Um,
Bigelow did do that. He sure did. Yeah, you're right. But no, I think I think Helms makes the team. I don't know that he's a starter, but he's a thumper, and I can see him in big nickel and dime packages. I really can. I think
Josh
he's on the squad.
Kendall recently retweeting Aaron Wilson's post that we just put out, recently retweeting that Texans tackle Cam Robinson started 101 games in his 8-year career.
yeah,
So you're
come
bringing
on.
a guy into
Oh,
Will that
wow, guys.
he's
Sorry, I have breaking news. I don't mean
let's,
to interrupt you,
let's
but
go. Let's go. No, you got breaking news. What's going on?
yeah, Falcons are waiving Simeon Barrow Jr., man. Oh
Oh
my
wow.
God. A1 literally just said that he's taking him over
Wow.
Kadavius
A1 was in
Street.
the chat. I just saw him. They
He
better
literally
keep
just,
Simeon Barrow. And Carrie,
yeah,
can
Wow.
you say it
breaking news,
again for the
everyone.
fans in the back, please? Say it
Wow.
again.
Wow. Oh, I hate that,
I think they
man.
may
The
try, but a lot
Falcons,
of these guys that they release, I think they may try and bring back on the practice squad.
Right.
the
They might
Falcons
So
have
try it,
released
but
you know what I
the
mean? I think they will do that.
yeah, but you don't know that's gonna be like
I mean,
that's
that's the
gonna
chance you take,
happen.
Terry. It's everybody's not going to make it, and
Oh,
it
that
is, and
sucks.
it was. But the good news is, guys, this defensive line is going to be spectacular. What I got two takeaways, and that is one, this
Oh man.
defensive line is going to be spectacular, and two, we got depth at wide receiver, man. We really do. So it's a
Oh,
him
I hate
being
that
cut
for
is
him.
it's not great, but
I hate it for him, honestly, because I feel like Yeah, to Georgia, Texas boys' point, Barrow, Nash, and Simon might get poached. And the one that hurts for me the most is Barrow because I feel like he worked his butt off
Yeah.
to make this team. And I think he, undrafted free agent guy, I feel like he hustled, worked hard all training camp, and I feel like he showed out. Like I was just saying, he led the league in preseason interior defensive lineman. He led the league. He was the highest rated player as far as interior defensive lineman in the preseason games. So I feel like he showed out, and hopefully we can have him on our practice squad. But honestly, I had him on the roster. I did a roster projection this morning, and I was hoping he was going to make it. Honestly, I was rooting for him. So that sucks.
So on your roster projection, Carrie, are you one player down right now on your
I'm
roster
already
projection?
one player off so
Okay.
far.
You see,
I
Falcon
got
fans, we all have our opinions, Falcon fans. There's some people that's thinking, Keith Taylor maybe is going to make the roster, the cornerback, or they're thinking that this player on the other side is going to make the roster. But when the 53-man roster comes out, it is going down for us Falcon fans because we cannot wait to talk about a lot of these players that they're going to be starting, that they're going to be backups, how this offense is going to work. Now it's time to get things clicking. Now it's time to get ready to get to the season at 4 p.m. today when that roster is going to be released. Jeremiah Weems is in the chat. MW, the franchise player, in the chat. DSGB Hall is in the chat. Pam
Yes,
Johnson
GB.
in the chat. Anthony White is back here in the chat too as well. Georgia,
Anthony.
Texas boy, like I said. Sterling Woods is in the chat. Michael
Island
Ayers
Mike is in the chat.
Island Mike
Hey.
is in the chat. Sterling Woods said, y'all having breakfast on a Tuesday morning?
Yeah, man.
Fans, we had the Midnight Madness show last night for almost 2 hours, right? Went to about 1:45, almost close to 2 in the morning, man.
From
Talk
my
Falcons.
understanding, Jack, you really like that midnight show, huh?
The Midnight Madness show was lit. Fans enjoyed it because I guess it's like your last show of the day. But this is what we do here at One Time for the Fan. We just want to talk Falcons. That's all we want to do. Anything that we can present that is related to being a fan of the Atlanta Falcons, we're going to try to keep it fan related, fan experience, that type of stuff. So once again, big shout out to everybody that's here in the chat today. And of course, the fans that showed up last night too as well. Y'all are amazing. Y'all truly are. This is the reason why we keep going live.
Hey, Carrie, Jack, does this feel like Survivor to y'all? Like with the cuts that they've made so far, does this feel like,
Well, the names haven't been too flashy, so I wouldn't just say that right now. I mean, Lenny Craig is one that's kind of like, and then Kobe Bryant's like, but guess what, T-Will? I think the next set of names might shock some people.
Well,
I'm not ready.
I thought Kobe would be on the practice team.
That is one name that you would
look
for.
I thought Kobe would be on the practice team. Now, Lenny Craig, I wasn't sure of.
But we usually hear the practice squad news later on, T-Will. Like the cuts happen, and then you'll hear later on in the day, tomorrow morning, Falcons have signed this guy back to the practice squad, XYZ. Let's wait for more breaking news here to happen before we even get ready for this, because it's tough. It's tough. Offensive tackle, Chiefs cut Issa Pohl too as well. So there's a lot of people getting cut around the league. Buccaneers just released Trey Palmer, wide receiver Trey Palmer.
Who did? I'm sorry.
The Bucks.
The Bucks. Yeah.
The Packers released linebacker Isaiah Simmons, former
Isaiah Simmons, who was once a decent linebacker in the league. I think he was starting I think he played with the Bills. Was it recently? A couple years ago? Isaiah Simmons. That boy Isaiah. That's crazy. Anthony White's in the chat. It's a good thing that a lot of undrafted free agents don't make the roster. That means that the roster is in better shape than it's been in a while. That's a great thing. Big shout out to Anthony White in the chat. Georgia, Texas boy said, so did the Falcons drop the 53-man roster?
4 p.m.
4 p.m. today.
Yeah.
4 p.m., but they are releasing players, and, information is breaking. So, of course, Kobe Bryant is a name that's been released. 2 running backs have also been released. Lenny Craig, the kicker who can kick 63, 64, 67 yards, has also been released. And we're still waiting on some more names. Simeon Barrow, as we're here.
Man.
A lot of breaking news this morning. And Simeon Barrow, Carrie.
I hate that. I know. Man. Nah, I mean, as much as I wanted Kobe to make it, I had a strong feeling he, wouldn't. Honestly, like I said, odds were stacked against him. But Simeon Barrow, man,
Hey,
led
you
the
guys want
league in.
linebacker help? The Commanders just released Duke Riley. That's right, Falcon fans.
And the crowd
Duke
was
Riley.
met with silence.
Crickets.
And the crowd was met with silence, which tells
Oh
you
wow.
everything you need to know
The
You know
about
he
Patriots.
can
what
pull a
Jack
semi. You
Spade
know he can
just
pull a
said.
tractor trailer, man. He's no joke, man. Y'all know them
Bruh,
Duke
Good.
Riley workout videos, man.
Bruh. That's what we need right there, Kerry. Bruh.
You're wrong for that. You're wrong for that. The
Bruh.
Patriots are waiving an offensive tackle, Dimitri Jacobs. I'm sorry if I said his name wrong, but he started 13 games last season, could be a waiver target. So that's
There
somebody
it
could
goes
be on
right
a
there. When you
radar.
hear started 13 games or Cam Robinson started 100-something games in his career, Falcons could be on the phone and making calls
Let
to these
Terry
free
cook.
agents and trying to bring them into Atlanta unless they trust in Elijah Wilkinson to play that role or Jack Nelson to play that role. Kavara is also in the chat too as well. Kavara, did you
You know her
did you
name
make
is
him did you make him
her
breakfast?
Who's
name is
Kavara?
Kiara.
Oh,
He's being funny. He's being funny,
Oh.
Kerry.
Kavara
Oh,
got
Her name
wow.
is Kiara.
she got married
Oh.
recently, so they
Her
changed
name
her
is
first name, not her last.
Her name is
Hey,
Kiara. What up,
Kiara. Oh,
Kiki?
Big shout out
wow.
What
to
up,
Kavara in
Kiki?
the chat. Did you make the breakfast for him and fold the blankie as well?
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Matter of fact, I'll give
She
myself
about to
a wow
fire
for
back
that.
on you, buddy. Oh wow. And he gives himself a wow for this guy right here, man. Wow.
Falcons fans in the chat, man. They talking Falcons football. Terrific Tuesday. I see some fans mention Terrific Tuesday here in the chat. Shout out to you all. Anthony White says, I think Simeon will clear waivers. Falcons will get him back and develop him. Hopefully. Karen?
I don't know. I hope so. I hope you're right, Anthony White. I do. I really do. But I don't know. I feel like he's a player that he'll be sought after, even just for depth, because he led the league
Oh,
in
wait a
all
minute.
preseason
Wait a
interior.
minute.
Yes.
Not to cut you off. The Falcons have released quarterback Easton Stick.
Oh wow. I'm
Falcons
messing
released.
my okay.
Damn.
My projection is going down the drain. I have Easton Stick as a third. We're not keeping three. Wow.
Damn. Wow.
Wow. Okay. My projection is.
Hey man, we just Jordan and myself just did a podcast on X-Men Apocalypse, who's a Darwinist. I feel like Apocalypse is the GM of the Falcons today. Like anybody could get it. Like I'm whacking it. Wow.
So that's a shocker for you, T-Will.
This is from Ian Rappaport.
What does it say? Please read it to us.
The Falcons have released quarterback Easton Stick, sources said as they whittle down their QB room. Kerry, take a look at that on Twitter. Make sure that's not from a fake account, but
oh gosh.
It says
T-Will, what are we doing here, T-Will?
Well, it says at Rap Sheet. It does say at Rap Sheet.
Please tell me you're not getting this from TikTok.
No, it says at Rap Sheet. It does.
No, it's real. It's
Ian
not a fake
Rappaport
account.
with two P's and one O.
Right. I was gonna say it's actually at Rap Sheet. He's right.
It's
the Falcons have Falcons have released Easton Stick.
Damn.
Wow.
T was credible. T was credible. I seen him on the sidelines before. I seen him behind the bench.
Guys, that tells me that
anybody can get it.
Well, it also tells me that Kirk is not I don't know. They're not planning for Kirk to maybe be a mid-season
we got three
trade.
practice squad players right now. That's what it tells me. We got 3 practice squad players right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
This is, you know what? This is a terrifying day.
They would have to make room for Easton Stick to sign to their roster to go get that guy. So that means they have to believe that he's a better backup than whatever they have in the building. Desmond Ritter.
I did not expect that.
Falcons fans hit that like.
He said just stop it.
What?
Stop
Easton
it.
Stick looking around the league like, hey, call my agent and tell him I want to go to Cincinnati now. Falcons fans hit that like, share, and subscribe button.
Bro, why? Like this is. Look, I'm not saying I'm excited that the folks are getting released, but I did not expect them to do this. Like, this has made this day so much more interesting now because what do they do? What do they do? Like,
What do you
I don't know
mean?
I don't know what the hell. Why would you get rid of Easton Stick?
To me, yeah, Kirk,
I
they're
have no
not even
idea
trying
what
to
we're doing.
entertain him. What was that?
I have no idea what we're doing right now.
I mean, I
I'm
think
not
that just
saying it's a bad move. I'm just saying, wow.
really, I don't,
I didn't expect it because I'm thinking and maybe Jack's right. Maybe they're like, we're not trading him.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think they know like, I know you think we'll get a first round pick for Kirk Cousins, but
The value goes
unfortunately,
up by the day, but not to a
Oh my
first round.
He will. No one's giving you a
Yeah.
first round pick, like I've told you
Not,
before, for Kirk
right.
Cousins, even if they're desperate. I'm sorry.
Oh,
They're not doing it. Not
I
doing
mean, I'll
it.
say this. I had a
So
conversation with some Falcon fans the other day at the bar, and they were talking about getting Kirk up out of here and it's time to let him go. And I'm like, I think the Falcons see the value in Kirk right now of knowing the backup quarterback situation. If it does come calling that Kirk can get shipped up out of here and the trade value is worth it, then it's worth it. But if it's not, then you're sitting there looking at a situation where he can be a decent backup to a second year quarterback who, in this game, we don't talk about the negative stuff or the injuries. But if he goes down, I mentioned this the other day with Falcon fans at the bar. You don't want to see sometimes. I'm not saying sometimes. You don't want to see Easton Stick in the game like that. Like I'm not calling him out, but you want to see Michael Penix in the game. That's a starting quarterback. And if your backup comes in, at least be decent enough to move the chains and keep the ball moving. But fans in the stands, they see Easton Stick in that game, man, they're gonna be ranting and raving, hooting and hollering. I know what it's gonna feel like for Kirk when he gets into that game, but Kirk has also been a starter for majority of his career.
yeah.
At least you have a backup with a lot of starter potential still, possibly in his career. If he's 100% healthy, which right now he hasn't been playing much football, I would believe he's 100% healthy. Because if he's lying this year, then that just looks bad on Kirk. But
wow.
it's valuable to have a decent backup quarterback in this league, and we do have
It
a guy
is.
between.
But this day just got a whole lot more interesting, Jack. Like, I don't know what the hell we're gonna like. I'm not saying it's fun, but it's kind of fun because you don't know what they're gonna do. Like, damn. Like, I look, in no way did I think they would release Easton Stick. Right?
Really? You didn't think there was a
I did not.
chance?
Well,
I
don't
mean,
forget,
that's
if he clears waivers, he can come back to the practice squad because even
I don't
Josh
think he will
Kendall.
clear waivers.
I think he will.
I don't think he. I mean, okay.
You think a team's going to sign him to the 53 today?
It's a possibility.
I think he clears waivers. He's on our practice squad.
I mean, Cleveland. You never know. You never know. I don't know. It could be interesting. I don't know, but I thought they would keep him if for nothing else. Then if a trade does come through with Kirk, you got to do it. But this says to me, I don't think they're trading Kirk, which I'm fine with. You know,
I can't believe he said it.
I don't think
get
they're
some
trading
information on. We got Trent Brown getting released from the Houston Texans, so it seems like the Texans are releasing both of their veteran offensive linemen to go with younger guys here. Cam Robinson could be in the mix, and of course Trent Brown now also could be in the mix too as well. So that PFF rating from Cam Robinson could probably make fans feel a bit good that most of the offensive linemen we named that could be in play for the Falcons that we think as a free agent could fit. Didn't have really good PFF scores. And of course, some people in the league believe that those PFF scores are very important, but some people
Trent
don't.
Brown is decent. He's decent. He's got
guys, can I also say another breaking news is that Texans are also releasing veteran offensive lineman Trent Brown. So maybe that's a player we could look into. We wouldn't have to trade for.
Yeah.
Kind of like Skipper from the Lions, Texans released Trent Brown. So maybe we could look at him.
No, you're right, Kerry. He's at 60. He's got total grade of 64.74. Pass blocking is good. Wait, no, that's not. I'm sorry, guys. That's it. Okay, let me just say his numbers. So he's rated 64.2 as a pass blocker and 68.4 as a run blocker. That's very good. So if I had my choice, I'd go with Trent Brown again. That's PFF, and as Jack has alluded to, there's more to it. There's scheme, there's terminology, there's comfort, but there are some tackles out there, man. I would feel real good about this. To be honest, I'd feel good about Cam Robinson. So, either way, there's some pieces out there.
Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Of course, we're going over some of the early cuts here with the Atlanta Falcons today as they get ready to drop the 53-man roster of the early cuts. Surprisingly, I think Simeon Burrows one name Falcon fans are here in the chat talking about, because the chat is live and the chat is lit. Simeon Burrows is a name. Lenny Craig is another name. I think fans are a little bit surprised. And, of course, Kobe Bryant so far for the day. I think some fans are kind of surprised about that too as well. As we get down to these next, yeah, what's up, Kerry?
With Stick being cut, does that mean T. Will's friend Felipe Franks, his favorite? Does that mean he'll be QB3?
Oh, stop!
Sheesh! If we're running a Taysom Hill type of package over there, like how the Aints do, you could possibly
I think that coffee's kicking in right about now. I think so, man. Wow!
What's in the coffee?
I mean, T. Will really wants him to make the squad. I'm like, maybe he could make, not just tight end, maybe QB3. Maybe they see somewhere now.
I've seen enough of Felipe at quarterback. I think we'll keep him in tight end, but that's just me. I don't know.
That's going to be a battle to watch too there as well. Felipe Franks and Quentin Torrentano? Is that the tight end?
What you said. Yep, that dude. What you said.
We just call him QT.
There you go.
So for Falcon fans in the chat, we're going to keep it in the South. Right. Fans in the chat is live and lit. Let's see what the fans in the stands are talking about over here. Pam Johnson says Kirk is the backup quarterback. He is not going nowhere. Christy Lewis is in the chat. So we may keep Franks for sure then? That's a T-Will question. I can't answer that one. T-Will, you want to answer that one for Christy Lewis?
Oh, wow.
Hey, man, look it. I'm okay with Felipe Franks being the backup tight end. I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? I think he's definitely a blocker. He's got special teams acumen. And look, in a pinch, maybe he can spell somebody for a play or two or three. So I'm okay with Felipe Franks making it. I don't know that Kerry is necessarily a Felipe Franks admirer, but I'm okay with him making it. Jack, how do you feel about Felipe making the third tight end spot?
He's a special teams guy, right? And I ain't gonna lie to him. I mean, he does have that grit to him. You can see when Felipe Franks is on the field. I mean, he's pushing guys around. He was a little chippy after the play too as well. He's chirping at some guys. So Falcons need a little bit of that edge, not only on that starting group, but with the backups too as well. And if Felipe Franks can provide that, remember a couple years ago with Frank Darby had all the energy you needed on that field. He just didn't get on the field, But at this time, I think with Felipe Franks, you do have a special teams guy, and you saw what he's done in the past as a special teams guy. And of course, he was here in Atlanta a couple years ago too as well. But Raheem, the way I see with Raheem, with the loyalty, possibly.
And I tell you what else they could do. They could run like some trick plays. I mean, they could. What's that? Taysom Hill.
T-Will. We ain't got no
trick plays. Trick plays. I'm not saying he's running.
Kyle Pitts is not throwing a touchdown to Felipe Franks this year.
Arthur Smith is no longer here. Please, we're not doing this. Outsmart ourselves.
Nathan Carter doing triple reverse screens with Cordero Hodge, and Penix is running down the field with Ray.
You know what? I
swear to God, my jacket.
I swear to God, if the Falcons run a trick play for Felipe Franks, I'm gonna call both of y'all.
Right.
I'm going to call both of y'all, and we're going to have a meeting, and I'm going to
right. Just let Shaq bring the ball up. That's what we're gonna do here. Falcon fans in the chat. Randall Barrington is here. Gary's like, what are you doing? Gary doesn't want to see no more tight end trick plays in this stadium. Nando thinks Simon Street, Drummond, and Nash waivers. Also, if London is released,
I don't think London will be released. Wait, he's talking about Lakel London?
I think he's talking about London.
I don't know. I
he's
think
scared me with that one London boy. I had to say, well, hold on now. We got two Londons on the team.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, Drake now.
Yeah, man. No, Drake ain't going nowhere. But I think Lakel London makes this team.
Hey,
other than Dorless, I mean,
Dorless, Tyquan
Lunds is
Graham,
that a pretty
Zach
good guess?
Harrison. Those are. I think we're gonna get. We should get another name on that D line coming up here soon because there's a lot of names that showed up through camp, and everybody can't make the team. Respectfully, checking out some more
Mm.
fans in the stands because the comments are coming in. Pam Johnson said Felipe Franks is on the team as the fourth tight end and special teams. Special teams is really big. DeAndre Malone, Hodge. I mean, Hodge made his way through the NFL playing at wide receiver, getting in the game here and there. But special teams, he picked it up in a major way, making the Pro Bowl at special teams too as well. Which the Pro Bowl is not what it is now. It's a flag football game. Everybody's hanging out. It's kind of like, just another little vacation away. Just
It
how it
was
is.
it. I went this past Pro Bowl games. It was fun though. I'm not gonna lie. It was a cool experience. It was my first time.
I
Yeah,
honestly, I
pretty cool.
mean, from the way the game was a long time ago, where you would set up to go watch it because they'll be hitting hard and they'll be definitely trying to score and trying to play defense too. It got to a point where they didn't want to tackle, they didn't want to, they just run the score up, kind of like the NBA All Star game, and now it's kind of like the flag football games, and they have different competitions and things they do. I think they're catering more to the fans now. Things change in this world, and I have no problem with it. I think the tug of war is actually pretty cool too as well. So hey, big shout out to the Falcons. I mean, not the Falcons. Big shout out to the NFL for changing up how they got things going on. But I haven't paid too much attention to it recently. I'll tell you the honest truth. A1 Forever's in the chat. Pull up with the stick, throw a pick. We're about to F the game up with our new pick. A1 Forever's in the chat. Sterling Woods, you have two starting quarterbacks on the roster, Kerry. Two starting quarterbacks on the roster. Anthony White in the chat. The reason why they would cut stick is because they might better option at development of quarterback. Go and get a younger player, Kyle McCord. Got to get cut by Philly, develop him. They're just going to run with the two quarterbacks, I think, Anthony White. I don't even think they're looking
Wow.
past that.
Do you
Yeah.
guys think maybe they could have tried? They were thinking of trying to trade Stick, maybe to like, for example, somehow Kenny Pickett is continuing to get traded for value for picks. He went for a fifth-round pick from the Browns to the Raiders yesterday. I mean, maybe the Falcons were hoping to move Stick, to a team like the Raiders who needed a backup quarterback. Who knows? But
We'll see. We'll see. I think for Easton Stick, it just didn't work out here in Atlanta. If Kirk Cousins wasn't here, he'd probably be the backup. Now that I can say.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought we carried 3, but that's okay. We carried 3 last season until we moved, what's his name? Gosh.
I forget the guy's last name.
The one
Damn, quarterbacks come and go here in Atlanta. That's just getting crazy. After Matt Ryan, it's difficult trying to remember all these guys. I remember the
Taylor
DoorDash driver that
Heinicke.
delivered my food last night, though. I remember him.
Oh, okay. Taylor
Marvin.
Heinicke is who I was
Washington
talking about.
Commanders, Taylor Heinicke.
Oh, Taylor Heinicke.
We had 3 quarterbacks on our roster at deadline day last season, but then we ended up
did.
cutting him. Yeah, traded
We
him, I
did,
mean.
yeah.
So I was thinking maybe they were gonna trade, maybe Stick, they could have hoped to trade him, but get something.
Nando Barrington in the chat said, Falcons, go get Hendon Hooker now. Some team are looking at Hendon Hooker that needs him a little bit more than the Falcons. So he's probably gonna end up on the roster. Be prepared to see the Aints go after Hendon Hooker. I wouldn't be surprised because that team is in shambles. That quarterback room is in shambles, and they're gonna make a decision at 4:00 which one of those bad quarterbacks is gonna be, starting this year. And I'd rather have both of them versus Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker honestly looks better than both of those quarterbacks they have down there in New Orleans, Spencer and Tyler. So let's hope he doesn't end up in New Orleans. Shadur Sanders, could Shadur get cut today? Could he make the 53? As we go around the league and look at some of the news in the NFL. Texans releasing some offensive linemen that could be fit for the Atlanta Falcons. I think the Detroit Lions have an offensive lineman that gets recently released that could be a fit for the Atlanta Falcons. But surprising cuts this morning, Kobe Bryant, Hawk Mamba. Of course, Lenny Craig too as well. Morgan Fox was, I think, over the weekend right after the Falcons-Cowboys game, and Simeon Barrow Jr. Getting cut this morning. A lot of fans wanted to see Simeon Barrow make the 53.
Me for sure.
Yeah. Fans are in the chat. They're live and they're lit. Big shout out to Pam Johnson. Big shout out to A1, Smooth C, Chrissy Lewis. Everybody's in here chatting it up about the teams. Ritter got released. For real?
I'm not surprised. Did you guys watch him? Unfortunately, the last preseason game he played in it did not look good. They already have a backup. He was honestly fighting for a QB3 spot, because they already have Jake Browning. So, unfortunately, Jake Browning has filled in for, Joe Burrow when he went down injured very well, so and he's been with the team longer, so he's another one that the odds were stacked against him, unfortunately, to make that roster.
The odds were not forever in his favor, Kerry.
He didn't look good, honestly. I don't know if you guys watched that game. I was at a bar, watching football,
Oh
preseason
wow, the
football.
Bengals just released Desmond Ritter.
Right.
She just
Bring him
said
in.
that, Jack.
Bring
That's
him
what we're
in. You
talking
want to
about.
develop
Are you
somebody? Bring him in.
She just said that, Jack.
are you
No,
you need
I just want to
coffee
make sure like
too?
it was confirmed.
Oh, you were
Confirmed. You know what I'm
fact
saying? Like it
checking
Oh,
was.
it.
okay.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Like
that's
I'm
what we're
looking at
talking
it
about.
now. It says
You ready to
100%
say,
Oh,
like,
released.
it's like,
No, I
is
mean
there
I saw it on the
latency?
screen, but yeah.
Is there like a delay, a drag, or something?
No. You know, we're always trying to confirm everything because you know people put out false
I'm
okay.
just
reports because
messing with you, man.
I just typed in a player's name on Twitter and of course on Google and stuff, and I'm looking around, but you can see some of the fake reports from fans trying to say that the guy is cut, so they want the guy off the team, right? So I
Oh,
just want to make
okay.
sure everything was confirmed. But yeah, Ritter getting released, so tough day around the NFL for a lot of people. Georgia Texas boy says, remember, Zach Taylor was Ritter OC at Cincy
I
in the
don't
building.
I don't know if that's
That's not the
accurate.
Zach Taylor. That's not. You talking about
Zach
Zach
Taylor,
Taylor?
the Cincinnati Bengals head coach? I don't know if
Yeah.
that's true because when was Ritter in college? When did we
Yeah. I
draft
think
Ritter? I
he's.
don't
Yeah. You
He's
might
been
have
the
it mixed
Cincinnati
up
Bengals
there.
head coach since 2019, so I don't know that that's accurate, but
Yeah, you might have it mixed up there, Georgia Texas boy. But big shout to Georgia Texas boy in the chat too as
yes.
well. Anthony White,
Shout out to him.
Ritter looked terrible. Let's be honest. He might need to try the UFL or something and develop. His time in the NFL is probably over.
Yeah, that
That's tough to hear,
sucks.
Falcon fans. That is
That's
tough to
yeah,
hear.
unfortunately.
Uh,
Sorry.
Nando
Sorry,
Barrington, the way the NFL is sending a message to Dion, the Browns will release Shadur Sanders today.
Oh, wow. I hope
Man,
not. I'm rooting for Shador, honestly. And with Kenny, Pickett being traded yesterday for a fifth round pick to the Raiders, I feel like he has a good chance. He still stands a chance to make the roster if they carry three quarterbacks because they went from 5 or 10 quarterbacks to three. They're down to three. So,
Could the Falcons sign Shador Sanders? I wonder.
is that a move you
no,
want to make right now, T. Will?
I'm just
no,
asking. I'm just asking.
not happening.
I'm just asking. You don't think Sanders is better than Easton Stick, or just give me your thoughts? Honest thoughts. Give me your thoughts.
You go, Jack.
Somebody just tweeted out Felipe Frank seeing the third string quarterback cut and starts tweeting with the guy smiling like he's
I
coming
think
for
he's
that third string
definitely better than
quarterback.
Felipe Franks. I'm just saying. You got. I mean, what do you think? You guys think? Seriously, do you guys think Shador Sanders is better than Easton Stick? Just give me your thoughts.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. I don't think Shadur is that bad. I think niggas got it out for him because of dad.
Right. Of course.
Dion
Of course.
done rubbed a lot of shoulders the wrong way in the NFL. People,
Mm.
he didn't talk to people. He ain't one to back down
To
from
mince
people.
words. Yeah.
He'll
He's not
stand up
one.
to him.
Yeah.
And you saw it with the video, even from the combine when the NFL trainers were teaching the kids how to do the drill, and Dion walks over there like, "Nah, don't listen to them. Nah, you go do the drill your own way." So there's certain things that people can say that Dion gets involved, and they could be out, for the Sanders kids because of Dion. But hey, those kids put a lot on the line playing football. As far as they've made it this far, if he gets cut, some team is going to pick him up.
I think a team will.
I don't think
pick him.
Shadur's career ends after today if he gets cut. I think
Yeah, I think a
somebody's
team
going to
will
pick him up. But
yeah,
maybe Eric Dickerson is on to something when they said the NFL, had something out for the Sanders to not go draft him, to not bring him in.
definitely.
But then again, Dylan Gabriel has been playing decent enough to say that he's I would put Dylan Gabriel ahead of Shadir Sanders on my QB list right now.
Well, there you
Like the
go.
way Shadir played the other day, that wasn't good. Wasn't good at all. Right? I mean, there's some people that broke down the way he played with the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 step drops. And he had to step back up into the pocket. Right. And then you saw Shadir, like, some games he has it, some games he don't. But if he's cut, somebody's gonna pick him up.
I think they will. And look, I say that tongue in cheek. I don't think the Falcons. I think the Falcons will probably try and sign Stick to the practice squad if he
My
will.
thing is the whole sideline presence too, as well. Like I'm always worried about, of course, players what they're doing off the field. You want to make sure everybody, of course, gets home safe and takes care of their family and everything they have to do. But I don't want to see players like
Distraction.
overdo it, like distractions. You know what I'm saying? That man's
Yeah.
walking around with a full-on film crew. You know what I'm saying? He's playing dad role back when dad was in the 90s. He's just doing it right now. He's also, I think he's pursuing a music career too as well. I mean, nothing wrong with that. But it's a lot of distractions going on, right? Streaming too as well. You're streaming on Twitch, you're with the big time streamers, the kick streamers. Like it's too much going on here. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to mix football into it. And I made a joke to my friend the other day, like they'll be good streamers. If they don't play football, they'll make hella money streaming. Like they don't have to worry about it.
A1 says he would do it. Why not? I'm playing devil's advocate. I don't care the way. A1 says he would sign him. He said I would do it. Why not?
I mean,
look at 1052.
We'll see. I know the Falcons are getting ready to make some more moves here, Falcon fans. So we will find out. I know we ain't finna wait till 4:00 here on the podcast to find out what the Falcons will do. Early cuts came out, and some names we are surprised about. But as we get ready to wrap up the show here, let's see. Oh, the Aints just made a move. Quarterback Jake Henner has been released. That was their third string quarterback, their fourth string, their third string quarterback. So it's definitely now between Spencer and Tyler, unless they decide to wait to see what's going on over there. That team is going to be so bad this year, going to be really, really bad this year.
Cheeks McGee. The worst team in the league, to be honest.
They're going to be Cheeks McGee.
Think they're going to be.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
they're going to be Cheeks McGee.
Yeah, they're going to be Ash Cheeks McGee. It's going to be pretty bad. It's going to be pretty bad here, Falcon fans. So expect to go down there and get a dub in New Orleans. Hawks play that Saturday too as well.
Jack, Kerry, let me ask you a question. Do you think the world is just a little bit better when the Saints suck donkey hooters? Like, do you think the world? You think the sun shines a little brighter? Like,
the world's a better place for sure.
I think so too.
There's a couple teams people love to see lose. The Cowboys are one of them. Okay. Outside the Cowboys, the Saints are one of them too as well. And right now, I'm kind of getting tired of seeing the Eagles winning too as well. I need them to lose, man. Like it's getting annoying now. The little tush push stuff, it is getting annoying now. So hey, we went up there and beat them last year. Not too much of a hostile environment when you walk out with a win. I can tell you that as a fan.
The schoolmates. Jay Black says, yes, the schoolmates misery is golden to me. Did I pronounce that correctly? The schoolmates? The schoolmates? Like, I don't know. Hey, Jay Black, give us the backstory behind that, man. What's the schoolmates mean? Give us the backstory. Scum. Oh, scum ain'ts. Okay. Gotcha. I can dig it, man. I can dig it.
Oh, you said
Nando says the Saints will go 0-16 this season.
I hope so, Nando. That would be great.
0-17 would be better, but I'll take 0-16.
Oh.
Anthony White is in the chat. We shout out to Anthony White. The Sports Nut is in the chat too as well. I don't see why everyone thinks Shadir is good. He went 13-12 and gets his number retired. Sheesh.
I just asked a question, man. I'm not saying whether I want to sign it. It's just something I threw out there, man.
I have to ask: are wins and losses a quarterback stat?
Wins and losses, again.
Or are they team stat, T-Will?
They are a team stat.
Okay.
They are a team stat. Because if you can be the greatest quarterback in the world, you don't have a receiver that gets open. What are you going to do? You don't have a line that blocks for you. What are you going to do? You don't have a running back that can, be decent. What are you going to do? So it is a team sport.
Okay.
So
I personally don't count wins and losses as a quarterback stat, but I see where you're going with it, Sports Nut. Yeah, I did think it was kind of wild when they retired his number. I did. I was like, wow, okay,
yeah, that
but
probably was
surprising for me.
yeah,
But
well,
yeah,
Carlos,
you know what that was
everybody talking
about.
about
But
Shadur, and Carlos says we don't want Shadur.
yeah, I
Carlos
don't
said in
see
the
the
chat.
Falcons wanting Shador either. Respectfully, I
You
don't
know what's the
see that.
funny thing, Kerry? You know what you don't want? Randomly, and we hope it doesn't happen because it shouldn't happen. They go get Shadur, and then here comes the fan battle now.
That's what I'm saying.
Get
I feel like
Shadur
it's
out.
already.
Get
Yeah,
yeah,
Penix out
yeah.
the game and put
yeah.
Shadur in.
The
Put
deuce
Shadur in.
was not worth the squeeze,
They're not. Yeah, they're
because,
not touching
and
it.
again, look, he could be talented, but the thing about it is, as you alluded to, Jack, there's the off the field situations, there's the attention, there's the media, and
Mm.
for a third string quarterback, no, I would agree with that.
I heard it
It's
with
an
Ritter,
interesting thought.
Mariota, and Heineke. They would just man, they would blow it up if it's doggone Penix and Shadur Sanders in that room. And Kirk Cousins in the middle. Kirk will be like, what? Y'all over here beefing? Kirk will be up out of there. Falcon
So
fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button, man. We getting ready to wrap this up. 82 Money Carlos said, is Lenny going to the practice squad?
so I hope so, but how it works with him being an international player part of that IPP program, he could still make our practice squad and he would count as a 17th spot. If it's an international player, they give them an extra practice level or practice squad roster spot, so it won't count towards the normal 16. But he has to clear waivers. So if he
Mhm.
does not clear waivers, he's gone. Lenny Craig is not a Falcon. If he clears waivers, I really think they're gonna put him as that because he won't count as a practice squad player. So why wouldn't you keep him, at that point, just as insurance if Koo is hurt or losing us games. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Falcon fans, you're hearing it. Carrie's here in the chat talking Falcons football. T Will from ATO Sports. One time for the fan here talking Falcons football. Um, let's see, it's 11. We haven't done a giveaway. Let's go ahead and get to this little giveaway here, Falcon fans.
Okay.
Because we are getting ready to wrap up the show, and I don't think the Falcons will be dropping any more news within the next couple of minutes. Then again, they could.
It's going to
I
be an
know you say
exciting
that,
day,
man.
man. It's
So
going
how
to
many
be an
players have
exciting.
we released now?
Was
Is
that
that
what,
7?
7? Is that 6 or 7?
Since this morning, I think it's 7. Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
Falcons are
So
moving.
we
Falcons
need
are moving.
how many more? If it is 7, I knew it was 5 when we started the show, and then Stick came
17. We need
out.
17 more. 17 more.
Yeah. Was it who was before Stick?
Oh,
Oh,
man. You guys.
Simeon Barrow.
Barrow. My
Simeon
guy,
Barrow.
yeah, my go Barrow. So 7. Yep. So that means 17 more players are gonna be cut. Wow. It's
Yeah,
gonna
and
be interesting.
now here's the thing. Now, and we don't want to, we don't want to do the Falcons' job for them. I'm sure they're doing a great job doing it. But even us going to look at the names that are still available, you can kind of, point out and look and see who could be possibly getting cut. Matter of fact, let me pull this up here in a second. 'Cause I know some fans are going to get a little chatty here, and we are
This
going
is
to get to
so
that
much
giveaway.
fun. It's not
This is
fun,
great.
but it is fun because you just don't know. Like, it's kind of fun. No, you don't think so? I would think Carrie would think this is fun because it's a lot like those reality shows we watch, Carrie. Like, you don't think there's an element to this?
This is fun, I guess. I wouldn't say fun, maybe exciting. I don't know.
Yeah, this is because you don't know where it's going. That's the thing. Like,
It's
you don't
thriller.
know.
It's like a
I think we can
thriller.
try to let's try to possibly predict where they could be going, right? We know Easton Sticks at the building. So they went to the quarterback room, right? They went to the running back room, right? Jashawn Carter, Carlos Washington got the cut. Nathan Carter, I'm sorry, Jashawn Corbin and Carlos Washington got the cut. Nathan Carter is on looks like he's gonna make the 53.
Right.
The wide receiver room they haven't really went with. I mean, Dylan Drummond we heard the other day, but they haven't really went with anybody else. Stills, Nash, Agnew, Washington, Blair. So we're waiting for that.
My
Felipe Franks,
prediction's not
Teagan.
looking good, Jack.
Huh?
My prediction is not looking good so far.
Oh, how many
2 of the
players you down now?
just 2.
Just 2?
I
Okay.
had yeah, I thought we were gonna keep Stick as a 3rd quarterback,
Me
honestly,
too.
and
Me
And I
too.
thought Barrow was like, okay, so would have been a surprise kind of, but I put him on there because I was rooting for him to make it. So that one was kind of but yeah.
Silk
But
Legacy
two
says
from your
Ritter is coming
53
home.
isn't bad though. Yeah, two
Ritter's
from your
coming
53
where?
isn't bad.
Silk Legacy says Ritter is coming home.
Where's home?
Here.
Where's
This is
home? Where
home.
is he
I
from?
don't,
Shit.
yeah,
Look, that's
home.
what he
Like,
said.
oh
I don't
wow.
know. That's what I don't know. I don't know.
Silk,
What's
you're wrong
Uncle
for
Steve
that.
say? I love Desmond.
I love this. Carlos King in the chat. JD needs to go. JD Bertram. That's a name that could be possibly
I don't
looked at
have him
too as
making
well.
it.
I don't
Oh
have him
man,
making it either. I don't.
Falcon fans
don't
are
have
in
him
the
making
chat talking Falcons football. Let's go and see what the Falcons have not done yet as I bring down this banner. Right, here we go. So yeah, the tight end room. We haven't heard no names about, Felipe Franks, Teagan, or Josh. Right, we're still waiting on some wide receiver information from the wide receiver room. Offensive tackles too as well. I mean, there's a couple of names that we're still waiting to see. The guards, they got to trim that down too as well. Going over here to the centers, I'm sure it's going to be Jake Hansen, who's probably going to be getting that cut right there.
Wait, wasn't he already released?
Possibly.
Yes.
If he
Yeah, I
hasn't,
think he was released already.
I apologize, but if he hasn't, he's going to be. Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Simeon Barrows, we just heard. Lakel London, Catavia Street, Taekwon Graham. Is that a name that we can hear soon? I would be very surprised to hear Brandon Dorless is one of those names.
Oh, Brandon Dorless is making this team. There's
Yeah,
no
he's
way.
fallen out.
Yeah, he's making this team. There's
so
no
for the
way.
linemen, we're waiting on some more names, probably Graham, Street, London, to see how it happens there. With the defenders over here on the edge now, Trice, Khalid, Malik Vernon, JD Bertram, linebacker room going over there. Is it D'Angelo Malone? Does he make the 53? I do think D'Angelo Malone makes the 53.
Me
And
too,
the cornerback room too as well. Yeah. So lots to look at here. Kerry, do you have 17? Wait, is it 17? If I just let me just count and see from the players I think is getting cut, is it 17?
Okay, yeah, we have 17 left to cut. That's tough.
Okay, let me go over here to this room. If I'm cutting these two, if I cut two
Which
wide receivers
position?
right now.
Okay, who would you say? Are you able to zoom in a little more or no? Sorry. Or does it let you?
Let me
okay. No problem.
No, it won't let me.
Okay, that's all right.
I got Jamal Agnew. I'm targeting Jamal Agnew right here.
To be cut or
to
keep?
I'll come back to Jamal. David and Nick.
I'm gonna say Dylan Drummond gets cut.
Okay, so
I'm gonna say Nick Nash and Drummond gets cut.
I'm gonna say Drummond. Oh man, this is tough.
Let's try to get 17. So Drummond and Nick Nash.
Okay.
And who is the other one? Agnew. I'm saying Agnew gets cut too.
Yeah, I'm saying Drummond and Agnew.
And I'm saying, you think Nick Nash is making the roster? I don't see that at all.
I mean,
respectfully.
Look, so number one, he's cheap, right? Number two, shit, I don't know, man.
Shit,
you said 53, right?
T-Will just broke down. He was like, number one is cheap, number two, shit.
Dang,
I mean, this could go anywhere. That's what's great about this. You really don't know. They could release Agnew because Agnew's done. He's been hurt.
He's been hurt.
Nothing.
And
he's done nothing,
unfortunately,
right? They could absolutely release Agnew, and they could absolutely release Dylan Drummond.
What's your famous saying about being in the tub or something?
Yeah, you can't make the club from the tub.
Yes, so that's why I don't have Agnew making it, unfortunately.
I have no idea, Jack. I have no idea because
well, here's the funny thing too,
that's how well they performed.
Right. Now, we've been going over some of the cut players. Joe Patrick, big shout out to Joe Patrick, 92.9. He mentioned that the Falcons had two players that were cut around this time that actively made the 53 on week one. That was Chris Blair and Kevin King was on the field week one last year.
Yeah.
So be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if you hear something like that happen today, where a player does get cut, something happens during practice. You never know what can happen. And the next thing you know, they got to fill in somebody. Josh Kendall also reporting that Carlos Washington's late camp hamstring injury possibly cost him the spot.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind too as well. Falcon fans, things happen behind the scenes that we may not know about, but Some key significant cuts around the NFL. Texans cut Trent Brown, offensive tackle. Jets cut wide receiver Malachi Corley. I think that's going to be a target that a lot of people are looking for, a speedy wide receiver right there.
Billy
Colts
Mills
tight end.
said, T
What's up,
Will,
Kerry?
but you can bring the club to the tub though.
Ah,
Yeesh.
ah, ah,
I'm sorry, I had to get
ah, I
that
love it.
comment.
I
That's
love
tough.
it, Millie. That was
Carlos,
good.
I'm
That
with
was
you. I
good.
have Troy Anderson starting the season on the pup because he's usually in the hospital, so I have him on the
Damn.
pup list for my roster. I don't
Damn.
have him on the 53. And
Mark
but real quick,
Ramondi.
oh sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Kerry. It's on you.
I was just gonna say, like, as far as receivers go, I think we're gonna have 7 that make the roster.
I do too.
Drake London, Darnell Mooney, Ray McLeod, Kadero Hodge, Carlos. He got cut, unfortunately, Carlos Washington Jr., and
Yeah.
he's a running back.
Not
Casey
coming back.
Washington, my bad. Chris Blair and David Sills. Those are my 7. What do you guys
So
think? What do you think?
I'm on the same page with you. I think they do run 6 or 7.
Okay.
Week 1 against the Bucks. Think about this for Michael Penix. Now we gotta consider Bijan Robinson and Kyle Pitts into the mix where they're gonna be getting the ball to. So it's like, do you want to dress out 7 receivers week 1 against the Bucks? That's gonna be a tough part. Now I do
I don't
know
think they
5
dressed them.
players. You have 2 quarterbacks on the roster, and now we have 3 running backs. As Mark Ramondi just reported, Nathan Carter will make the 53-man roster.
Let's go.
Per a source, Nathan
Love that for
Carter
him.
will make the 53-man roster. Nathan Carter having a surprising camp and a really good preseason, and now he gets a chance to wear the red and black on Sundays.
Let's
He will be
go.
out there putting up yards on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So the wide receiver room, I'm with Kerry. It's
Okay.
just about having 7 wide receivers on the field week 1 against the Bucks when we can
Right.
use some spots available that day. But keeping those guys,
So,
yes.
well, Jack, what do you think of Nick Nash? Because, like I said, I put my roster prediction out there. Somebody told me Nick Nash not making it. That's crazy. I don't think that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he has a
Yeah.
chance, but
Because
undrafted
Nick
free
Nash against
agent.
Chris Blair, I'm going Chris Blair. Nick Nash against
Right.
Seals,
Mhm.
that's tough. That's tough. Nick
is
Blair against
tough.
Casey Washington, fans gonna go Casey.
For
Yeah.
Nick
sure.
did a
So
good
will the
job.
team.
We gotta give him love. Nick did a good job, right? A lot
Right.
of these players did a good job, but it's a business. Some people can't stay. I mean, some people stay, some people can't. And the way we're looking at it right now, Nick Nash is on the brink. We're not saying, "Oh yeah, get him out of here." He's on the
No.
brink. He's one of those players that we're waiting to the last minute to hear about.
He's
Nick
on the
Nash.
bubble.
He's on the bubble. We didn't just consider him right now that he's next to be cut. But I can tell you, I don't want to be rude, but going over this list, like how I just walked over here and said Jake Hansen, he
Hmm.
probably knows he's going to get cut. Even over here in this room over here, Brandon Parker, Tyrone Wheatley, Jordan Williams, who's possibly going to get cut over there. I think we're kind of leaning toward who that could be. Even going over here in the linebacker room, I mean, Malik Vern. Some of these names I think fans kind of figure is going to be next to be on the list of, who's going to be cut. But, let's just, I gotta give respect to these players that play the game because I don't play the game. But I agree with Kerry with this wide receiver situation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Fans in the chat, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I know y'all over here talking Falcons football, and this is great that you guys are here for an hour and a half. So
This has been great.
we was getting ready to wrap up the show, and then they just made another announcement. Let's see here.
It's gonna be a fun day all day, man. Like I'm saying, this is exciting, dude. This is exciting. I think I'm gonna do 3 shows today.
I was gonna say,
So-
are you just live all day, T Will? Like,
No, I won't be live all day because I've got to drop my daughter off at college. But I probably at 4 we're supposed to be going live, right? So that's 1, and then I may do one tonight around 7 or so, just kind of wrapping up the day. But I think this is gonna be fun.
So even some of the news that you'll get like throughout the day that we haven't heard about practice squad players or anything, but Aaron Wilson did report that the Broncos released a player named Jaden Robinson, and that the team wants to bring him back for the practice squad. So the Broncos are already making it known that, hey, we might release a guy, but we really want this guy to come back. So maybe the Falcons put some information out on some players um, about who they want to keep around and so forth today. I'm sure we'll hear something by tomorrow morning. Everything will get settled so we can find out who's ready to go forward and get the job done for the Dirty Birds this year. Um, but yeah, chat is live, chat is lit. 3 and D is in the chat. Big shout out to 3 and D. Um, yeah, 3 and D's in the chat. It's not 4 p.m. Anything can happen. Someone can come back. We might get someone cut from another team. Hate that Borrow is gone, but he could come back. That's what we're saying here in the on the podcast, Falcon fans. So big shout out to everybody who's been here talking Falcons football with us, man. This is great because we love doing this, and it's from the fan for the fan. And see, Jay Black is in here. He said, "Nice show. See you guys later on today." Big shout
Thank
out
you,
to
Jay Black.
Jay
Appreciate
Thank
Black
you,
in
Jay
the
Black.
chat.
Have a good one, brother. Thank you.
Carlos is in the chat. Carter bought out this preseason. Nash is a practice squad player. So big shout out to Carlos here talking Falcons football. Millie Mills says,
Carlos.
he says, send Corbin back to the USFL.
Damn, Millie Mills.
Millie Mills.
Damn.
Hold on. Let me get you. Hold on. I got you, Millie Mills. I know what you're here for.
Sheesh.
Gosh, Millie Mills. That boy said go. He said send him back to the USFL. Don't even let him go past go. Don't even collect
let him
$200.
do it. That's what he said.
Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Georgia Texas boy said, "What's your thoughts on Agnew? We're just waiting to see something."
He may get released. He may. I mean, honestly, with this Falcon, I have no idea. But what makes me think he'll get released? Hey, we've not seen him. We have not seen him, not one bit. And these receivers have played so well. You just don't know. You know what I mean? You just don't know. So I don't know.
Thank you, Karina, and good luck to you for Fan of the Year.
Good luck,
That's
Karina.
awesome. Yes,
Good
good
luck.
luck. I didn't know you were running. That's awesome.
Let me go ahead and put the link back up here too as well. I know some fans probably saw it, but if you didn't get a chance to see it, Karina Atkins, that you see on the screen right here, is running for Falcons Fan of the Year. And of course, Karina, home games, away games, season ticket holder. Doesn't matter if it's a public signing. Doesn't matter if it's a meet and greet at a museum. She's going to be there.
That's
there
awesome.
For the Atlanta Falcons. She's a diehard. And shout out to everybody who's in the running to be or to go for NFL Fan of the Year. And best of luck to you all. But Karina's here. She dropped the link in the chat. You can go ahead and respond. You see it right there, NFL.com/fan of the year. Karina Atkins. She dropped her Gmail too as well. And I'm sure you've probably seen Karina, if not hundreds, thousands of times on the Halo board during the game. Because the camera crew at Mercedes-Benz definitely knows how to find their diehard fans. And Karina is one of them. So
and she took on the Vikings last year. They were giving her a hard time, and she handled it with grace. And she was like the only one in like a sea of Vikings. And she handled it with class and dignity. So I love
she
Karina,
sure
man.
did. She sure did. They caught Karina during that moment. They caught Karina during that moment. You didn't want to catch me during that moment. I was drinking. Especially during that 21-21. And they just blew it, man. I had to catch a flight too as well. So I had to get back to the airport, and I'm walking out with 5 minutes left to go. And the game is out of hand. By the time I walk at the stadium and get to the train station, which is right across the street from the stadium, they had scored 2 more times. And I said, how did this just happen? It was just, we just tied it up. Like, come on, Kurt,
Let me tell you something. I love Karina and Freddie. They're like 2 of my favorite people. So, I mean, I'm definitely voting for Karina. And if you are a Falcon fan, then you should too, darn it. So that's all I got to say.
Shout out to 3 and D says, I love this show. Straight football talk. No junk. Got to get back to work. I will be back after 6 p.m. One time for the fans, Sunday nights at 8, Wednesday nights at 8, Friday mornings, breakfast with One Time for the Fan. This is just like a pop-up show. We were supposed to have a special guest join us, but his work schedule got tied in. He's actually at work. That's where we was going to talk to him because he works for the Mercedes-Benz. But he's super busy right now. He's been on the podcast before, so of course we're going to get him back on the podcast again. But with the schedule tying up real tight to the season, everything they got going on, He wasn't able to join us this morning, but he will be back. So big shout out to 3 and D, T Will, former ATL Sports. He got a lot of shows and content as well on his channel. So check out former ATL Sports One. Even one talks Falcons, Braves, Hawks, movies too as well. T Will is there for you. And he can also wash your car. T Will, I haven't hit you with too many of those jokes.
Oh,
But,
wow.
you've been.
I'm officially in the club. Jack got me with one of his jokes. I'm here.
Hey,
I'm in, baby. I'm
hey,
in. I'm
Matthew
in.
Bass says I'm all set for NOLA, Jack Spade. Now don't forget, Falcon fans, the Hawks play the Pelicans on Saturday in New Orleans. And then the Saints and the Falcons. I'm sorry, the Falcons play the Saints out there in New Orleans as well. Um, the following day on that Sunday. So it's going to be a jam-packed weekend for everybody who's going to be down there in Nolans. And I've been down there too many times, man. Nolans, outside of the whole Falcons Saints rivalry, if y'all never been down there, it's a good time to go hang out, family and friends type of environment with the kids. Kinda, depends on if you want to party and that type of stuff. You might want to have a babysitter, but otherwise than that, they got the casino right there. They got the mall, the shops right there to go do your shopping and whatnot, and of course the restaurants. I mean, New Orleans is really big for their food, and they got some decent food out there. I ain't gonna lie. I go out to New Orleans. Anytime I go to New Orleans, I gotta eat good, man. Gotta eat good. I get some gator bites. You know what I'm saying? Crawfish, crab cakes all day. That's crab cakes for breakfast, crab cakes for lunch, crab cakes for dinner sometimes. But and them shrimp po' boys, man. I gotta ask New Orleans to stop raising the goddamn price on everything. Every time I go down there, it's $4 more. But please, get ready for a jam-packed season this year, Falcon fans. Of course, the away games. Once again, the Rise Up Tour fan club. They got a lot going on with upcoming events for fans heading over to some of these away games. On the next podcast, I'll go ahead and put out some information for you all. If you're going to Minnesota, if you're going to Tampa, if you're going to New Orleans, if you're going to Carolina, the Rise Up Tour fan club does a good job of making sure fans have a good time on the road at these away games. And I guarantee y'all going to have a blast, man. So Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe. But it's time to get to this giveaway so we can get up out of here. Carrie, as we do get to this giveaway, if you can, let me know if there's any updates here with the Atlanta Falcons, because, a lot of information is being released here from Ian Rappaport and, some of these big names, Jordan Schultz and those guys, and what's his name? Adam Schefter.
Yeah, so nothing crazy as far as Falcons go, but breaking news, Patriots released Alec Lindstrom, which, if fans don't know, that's the brother of our guy, Chris Lindstrom. I wonder if maybe we could bring Alex on the practice squad, where Falcons are all about relationships. That's, his big little bro. He could be a backup center option, maybe a practice squad spot. Just it's something to consider.
Hey, Chris Lindstrom, if you're there listening or you're watching, just go ahead and hit up Raheem and say, yo, I got my little brother. He's a dog. Let's bring him in. But if not, then hey, big shout out to Alec Lindstrom, man. Go out there and do the best you can and go make another team. A lot of people
Uncle
are talking
Steve.
about what happened?
I said Uncle Steve's in here.
Oh, he's back. Oh, Uncle Steve's back in here. Oh, he's here. He's no word on Felipe Franks yet, Uncle Steve. I know he's over here waiting for a breaking news or an update. Carrie with the ice cold line. He's usually in the hospital.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was 21 carry. That was 21 carry.
I mean, come
That
on.
was last night, right? When you said that?
No, she said it a few minutes. Jack, where are you?
She
said it a few minutes ago.
She said it last night too as well.
But he needs he needs his coffee. It's all right. We were up till 2 a.m. talking about this. Let him slide. But no, I did say it a few minutes ago. Unfortunately, I think he's gonna start the season on the PUP list because I mean he's always in the hospital, meaning like he's always hurt. Like he's not always on the field, he's always in the hospital, unfortunately. But
Brian said he had VIP service up in there. He said he had a wing all to
I hate it, but
I would stop.
That's tough. Maggie T Productions in the chat. She said, "Hey, Carrie. Wait,
Hi, Maggie. How you
T Will,
doing?
we not here?
She
No,
said it.
she
You
added
look
you.
down like she went a couple of. She came back and greeted us.
Ladies
It's all
first.
good.
Ladies
It is
first.
ladies first.
Thank you,
It is
Maggie.
ladies first.
Hey.
It's
I know,
okay.
I know.
It's okay. It's all good.
Big shout out to everybody. Smooth C said, Jack Internet is booming. I'm on point. I don't move spots now. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure we don't have no interruptions like we had last a couple weeks ago when y'all was going on.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all spent time.
Oh.
I
Y'all was sending
am.
money. Y'all was sending money to donate to the super chat to roast me. I was like, hold on now, this ain't my Wi-Fi.
They
Oh,
did.
wow.
That show was so much fun.
That
Oh my
was.
god, that show was
That was.
fun. That was
But
fun.
yes, Christy, I am running little sleep. We did Falcons one time for the fan show after dark last night, the
Hold on, you
quiet
started with the
storm, if you
Smitty show
will.
first. Now, hold on, now you got the Smitty show first.
She did.
I did some
She had a T Will day yesterday. Is what she did.
like I said earlier, I was on my T Will yesterday.
Yeah,
Okay. I
man.
was doing back-to-back shows. Like
She
what?
had a T Will day
But
yesterday.
and mind you, I don't stay up late. I need my sleep. So yeah, I'm on my second cup of coffee right now. So forgive me if I say anything out of pocket. I'm tired, but I'm pulling through because I'm excited. Falcons 53-man roster release day, 4 p.m. is the deadline. So excited. So, but I am tired. We were on here, guys. If you didn't watch the show last night, it was a good one. Catch a replay. We were up till 2 a.m. talking Falcons on here. So,
Yes, we were. And what time we started, Carrie? 12:30? 12? No, it may have
12:05,
been
I think.
12. It may have been 12 o'clock.
12:05.
It may have been 12
12:05.
o'clock. Yeah, that was close to 2 hour show. So like I said, it was a good show. Christy's in here.
Christy, we
Maggie
got Auntie Pam, we
T,
got a lot of the
Auntie
lady
Pam.
layers of AFN in the house. Big
What's
shout out to
going
you
on?
all. Good to see you all this morning as we here talking Falcons football. Breakfast with One Time for the Fan pop-up show as we get ready to wrap up this podcast here. T Will, Carrie, of course, Chef Matt couldn't be with us this morning. But we're going to get Chef Matt back in here real soon. And we wanted to do the Dirty Bird Dust giveaway, but we have to have Chef Matt here. So with that being said, we want to go ahead and do just a pop-up giveaway for Falcon fans because you guys have just been so great here in the chat and on the channel and just representing not only One Time for the Fan, but representing yourself in a positive way as a diehard Atlanta Falcon fan. And of course, One Time for the Fan, from the fan, for the fan, we want to just, do the best we can to look out. Now, Kerry was able to, park the yacht on time this morning. So that way the gift is the Yakita. So that way she did approve the gift. She looked into the budget. She said, yeah, you guys are good for the gift. I'm just make sure I'm back on my yacht by 12. So big shout out to Miss Carrie here. Jonathan Rosier says, do y'all sleep? Good morning to y'all.
No, we don't.
Is crazy because we were live
Especially
at
not
12.
T Will.
From 12 to 2.
No, we don't.
We're putting on a nice little show here. I like what's going on here at One Time. But yeah, Falcon fans. So what you want to do to be a part of the giveaway? First thing we want to do, so I make sure everybody is a part of it. Now, if somebody outside today's show doesn't hear it or doesn't watch it, they can't be a part of the giveaway, so they won't be winning. So don't worry about them. If you're here now, or even if you tell your Falcon friends and family, I'll do that. If you're here now and you go tell your Falcon friends and family to come back to the channel and watch the show or just follow the instructions that is given for the giveaway, then they can be a part of it too. But if they ain't hear about it, then don't worry about it. First thing you definitely want to do to be a part of the giveaway is you want to follow One Time for the Fan on social media. That would be IG. You can head over to the Instagram page and follow One Time for the Fan. You can head over to the Twitter page and follow One Time for the Fan. You can head over to the Facebook page and follow One Time for the Fan. Hit the like too as well on Facebook. Go to YouTube, follow, subscribe too as well. You have to be a subscriber to win this too as well. So please make sure that you are a subscriber because we will check if you are a subscriber. Every time we've done the giveaway, it's working out pretty well. So this is just going to be one time for the one time. DSGB Hall has a comment for T Will. T Will sleeps in the drive-through line. T Will, is that true?
Hey man, it's definitely happened on past occasions. Not last night, but it has definitely happened I have fallen asleep in the drive-through line. That is true.
Gosh, like
That is,
making an order, or just waiting like in line.
I think just waiting in line.
I hope you don't do that at Cookout, because sometimes Cookout has like that one line that's
Oh
like
my
really tight,
God, they have
and
long
nobody
lines.
can
You
go
are right
around you.
about
So if you're
that.
stuck, you're stuck. That means everybody has to back out,
Yeah.
right?
You
So
ain't going nowhere, buddy.
yeah, I just hope you don't do that in the Cookout line. QT is
No.
perfectly fine. You got too many pumps, you fall asleep. You're fine. Shit, this is ridiculous.
That was
But yeah,
good, DSGB. That was good. Shout out to DSGB. That was good. That was good. Smooth C says, T Will, did you make the Waffle House run? You know what? I didn't, Smooth C. I knew I had to get up early. I laid down at 2:00. I let my wife down. So my wife is out of town on a conference, and I was supposed to call her at 6, and I was asleep. And I called her at 7 when I woke up, and she was like, "You were supposed to call me." But anyway, so I did. But no, I didn't go to Waffle House.
Falcon
I wanted to.
fans.
Shit, I think I'm gonna go to Waffle House when I leave here. What time is it?
I'm
11:30?
trying. If we probably gonna get up out of here, but in time for them to still catch breakfast, T. Will. So don't worry,
Think
Falcon
well,
fans.
you
We
can
got
catch
you.
breakfast all day at the Waffle House,
That is
Jack.
true.
It's
That is
the
true.
Waffle House.
But T. Will, are you like a 2 p.m. breakfast guy? Like you can just go up there. Like if you wake up at like 1:32 p.m., do you have to go get breakfast to start your day, or can you just start with lunch and just
Bro,
get
let me tell you something, man. This is the South, sir. My name is
Sheesh.
my
What is it?
name
This
my
is
name
the
my name is
South.
my name is T Will. I don't give a damn when I wake up. Waffle House is always on time. Okay,
That,
it's always on time.
that's how
Okay,
I'm feeling about the Culvers. Since Carrie put me on Culvers, like I wanted like 11 o'clock, like 2 o'clock, like 10 o'clock. Carrie,
That sounds so
is
good right
Culver's like
now.
24 hours? Like, is it a 24-hour
Unfortunately,
thing?
it's not.
Oh
But if it was, that's a problem because T will be there and that drive-through as well. Um, but no, I love
oh
Culver's.
man.
If you in the chat haven't had Culver's, think of Five Guys. You know how Five Guys, everybody loves it because they make the burgers fresh?
my.
Culver's makes their burger, like your burger is made to order. It's nothing frozen, it's fresh, you can customize the toppings, very good.
I think the
Yeah.
service was good too as well. Like just the customer service of walking up and 8 or 9 counters are open, lines are moving
Yeah,
fast. They're moving
it's
like
very
Chick-fil-A
good.
employees. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
Right.
Chick-fil-A kind of lives to that standard too as well. But when they brought the food to me, I was like,
It's
Yeah,
delicious.
it's
how dare
good.
you bring the food to me? Let me come up there and get it. Like this is a
They have
fast
good
food restaurant. What's
service
going
for
on here?
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Delicious.
yeah, I
I just felt
agree.
that vibe, But sure thing, it wasn't
I
Flowery
might go to
Branch.
Culver's, man. Y'all
That
like
Is
sounds
the
y'all.
Culver's
good.
by your
Please
house?
get some Culvers,
Yeah, there's a
please.
Culver's by my house.
Please get some
I
Culvers.
told you that, Jack. I
Bruh.
told you like 3 or 4
Bruh,
times.
can you meet me? Can you meet me
Yeah,
somewhere?
I got you.
Are
I
you
got you.
serious? There's a
Yeah,
Culver's by your
man.
house, bro?
Oh, I
It's
have
off of
FOMO right now. You guys are going to get Culvers.
Oh my
it's off of
gosh.
exit. Well, it's near me. Let me put it that
Hey,
way.
all right. So this is what we'll do. So fans can go ahead and get something to eat because I'm sure they've been in here from breakfast going up to lunch now. Let's do the giveaway. So we're not going to announce the winner of the giveaway because you have to get to the third instruction so we can see how it's going to work. So number one, you got to follow One Time for the Fan on social media. Head over to IG, One Time for the Fan. Twitter, One Time for the Fan. Just type it in on Google. Just follow us on social media. Hit the like on Facebook. YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. So you're following us on social media and you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Smoothie, I'm up to date. I'm right here. I'm on point. I'm on point, Smoothie. We're on the same page. Got a little Tito's in the juices. That's what she's talking about there. Maybe there's a little delay right there.
You know what this reminds me of, Jack? You remember that show, The Living Color, where they would be fighting on the order? They'd be like, "I want eggs or whatever," and the who is it? Tommy Davis would be like, and it would always be like either wrong or behind. Like that's what this show reminds me of. This one. Anyway,
Hey, man,
I'm just
but
giving you a hard time,
we're
man. Go
on
ahead.
for today. I can tell you that right now. One Time for the Fan is on point. Fans in the chat are
On
on
point.
We're on point. Carrie's on point to a point where she's about to fall asleep. So we're gonna make sure we get Carrie up out of here.
Carrie's hanging in there, man. Carrie's
Trying
hanging
my
in there.
best.
You got this,
4 hours
Carrie.
of sleep, my bro.
You got this.
I don't know how you guys do it. I cannot survive off of lack of sleep these days. Like I
Oh
remember
my
as a
God, y'all! Hey,
teenager
look
and
who's
early
in the building,
20s.
Carrie. Look who's in the building.
Oh
What?
wow, Jack got a job.
Cody!
Carrie got you a job at Culver's. I knew my burger
Damn.
and fries tasted the
Oh,
same for a reason.
oh
There's
wow.
some grease. Sheesh.
Oh
Let's
wow.
go. Bodie's here. I
Oh
love it.
wow. Oh, that deserves a
That
wow.
boy, but I gotta get him. I gotta get him.
Wow.
Big shout out to Bodie 3000. Here you go, Bodie. You get your wow. You get your,
From way down. Hey, Bodie. Hey, hop on the show with us later on today, man. Come on,
hold
Bodie.
on,
No.
real quick, Bodie. Hey, Bodie. Bodie, you can put the phone away now. You can put the phone away.
Wow.
You can get back to work.
Oh wow. This dude right here, man. Oh my goodness. Ah, I freaking love this
Falcon
show.
fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Look, we're getting ready to go ahead and wrap it up here. So yeah, follow us on social media. Of course, you got to subscribe to the channel on YouTube. And definitely, so I know who wants to be a part of this, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. If you want to be a part of the giveaway, so put a 1 in the chat if you want to be a part of the giveaway. And this is what you want to do. You don't have to go and put on all your Falcon gear. If you want to, Carrie will give you extra points. You might want a hat too. But if you want to, you can go put on your gear. I'm not saying you have to. But go find a Falcon photo of you just showing your just diehard passion for the Atlanta Falcons. Like you could be at a game, you could be on the way to the game, you could be at the tailgate. You got to be wearing your Falcons gear. But tag us in the photo. Now you can put it on your Instagram story, you can put it on your Twitter story, you can put it or X, whatever it is. You can put it on your Reddit page. I don't care. Just tag us on the page of just you being a diehard Atlanta Falcon fan. Like I said, at a game, tailgate, any type of Falcon experience. It can just be you waking up for the day and just putting on all your Falcon gear. I know Karina Atkins has a million photos that she would be sending over. Just send one. Just send one. Even Carrie's finna be the trying to go ahead
Come
and
on,
get
guys.
this
Everyone in
giveaway.
the chat, put the ones in the chat. You know you want to be entered in the giveaway. For my ATL movies wants to be entered in the
Yeah,
giveaway.
I don't
Come
know
You know
who
on.
what's
that guy
funny?
is.
I was about to say, T Will, you had For My ATL Sports, T Will, and For My ATL Movies in the chat earlier. And I was about to say, who the hell is modding these channels right now?
Well, I
Like,
don't know. I don't
You
know.
know,
I
he's
don't know.
using his burner account, and I meant to use mine to enter the giveaway. My bad. I
that
actually
boy
used
T
my
Will pulling
main
out the burner.
YouTube thing
Carrie, is it for the ads? Carrie, see my eyes? Is it for the
for my
ads?
ATL TikTok, for my ATL drive-through.
For my
He's gonna have
ATL
a whole bunch of
OF.
different ones.
For my ATL OF.
Oh, stop it.
You gotta be careful.
Stop it.
You gotta
Oh,
be
I thought
careful.
TikTok was code word for the OF. Okay, my
Right.
bad. Sorry.
I wonder why they call him Terry the Trainer.
Oh, wow.
But yes, guys, please put a 1 in the chat if you want to be entered in a Falcons gear giveaway. We're gonna be giving away a Falcons hat to one fan in the chat, but you have to have a 1 in the chat, as well as post a picture on any social media, either Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter X, and tag one time for the fan. And then we have to check that you're subscribed to the channel. If you do all 3 of those things, you put the 1 in the chat, you post your picture, tag us, and you're subscribed, then you're entered for the giveaway for a Falcons hat. So
Yep. And you can do it on your Facebook story. You can do it on your Facebook page. You can tag us on our Facebook page. You can go, like I said, on IG, Twitter. It doesn't matter. Just find yourself in a bunch of Falcon gear because just show us that you're a diehard. That's what it is. We're trying to just bring out that, that energy level for the fans because we're so close to the season. And
right.
everybody's really excited about, the 53-man roster dropping today. And we're supposed to have a special guest, but that didn't happen. So it was like, hey, let's just go ahead and do a giveaway anyway because the fans were super cool. And oh boy, Country said for my ATL TikTok one. Oh boy, got everything going down,
Bodie
man. Big
said,
shout.
told y'all, for my ATL's a mother effing brand. Shout out to Terry. And it's true. He needs to trademark that for my ATL.
Right?
Oh,
Right.
man.
You can be walking around with the For My ATL shirts to we just gave you something now, getting ready to see Terry cutting a podcast from the designer shop in China. Like, yeah, I'm out here, guys. I got a product line and everything. This is Hung Shi. Hung Shi, come over here. Come over here and tell the fans what we do. Hung Shi's on the podcast. He has no idea why he's on the podcast. No, Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, Falcon fans, you could post a picture from last year It could be 2 years ago. As long as you're wearing your
Okay.
Falcon gear, you're decked out in Falcon gear, go ahead and tag us in the photo. And yeah, like Harry said, Falcon hat heading your way. But we're gonna pick the winner. I guess we pick the winner. When's the next show? Tuesday. Oh shit! Next show's tomorrow night. Damn. So we want to
Wow,
do
we're
24 hours, or do you want
How
to do
long y'all
Friday? Should we make it
feel
for
for
Friday?
real, boy? Golly.
Let's make it for
man.
Friday. Give us
Tuesday,
some time, right? You want to
one
make it till Friday, Gary?
tomorrow,
Nah, we
We're
can't do it tomorrow.
back to back to back on shows.
back
Wow.
to back to back.
Yeah.
Back,
So
back,
this is
back,
what we'll
back
do.
on.
This is what we'll do. Because the 53-man roster is out, tomorrow we're going to be talking about the 53-man roster. Let's give some fans some time, right? We don't want to just give them
Okay.
24 hours because some fans might listen to the show tomorrow. So Friday morning for Breakfast with One Time for the Fan. And we might even have a special guest because, Carrie, I know some people that we reached out to and reached out to us, and they want to join the show. And I'm sure around this time of the year, this would be a great time to join the show. So we'll see if we can get a special guest in here for Friday. But, Carrie, Friday morning, Breakfast with One Time for the Fan, we will announce the winner of the Falcon hat that we'll be giving away. So please drop the 1 in the chat so we know that you're a part of the giveaway. Follow us on social media so we know that you're a part of the giveaway. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so we know that you're a part of the YouTube. So we know that you're a part of the giveaway. I think everybody should be subscribed. If you're not subscribed, well, now's your chance.
What are you
subscribe.
doing?
Right.
What are you doing if you're not
Right.
subscribed? You know?
Matter of fact, that's another thing too as well. You can say, "What are you doing?" I'm looking at the security cameras, and Bodie's still standing around out there. Hold on.
Oh wow.
It's got to get cut sometime, bro. I know you're watching the channel. I know you're watching the podcast. Can you just put your AirPods in and listen to it? Because with you stopping every 5 minutes, it's not going to work. Homeowners Association is going to be coming around any minute now.
Wow. Oh, this man right here is tripping.
But yeah, follow us on social media. Tag us in the photo. Please tag us, man. Go put on that Falcon gear. Go find a photo with you wearing a bunch of Falcon gear. But tag us. We can go ahead and announce this winner Friday morning. Carrie, any updates across the league, I guess, that's important for us? Or any updates with the Atlanta Falcons?
No updates from the Atlanta Falcons as far as cuts go. So that means so far we still have cut 7 players today. We need to cut 17 more to get to that 53-man roster by 4 p.m. And yeah, I did see the Jaguars released a former 4th-round pick from last year, 2024, offensive tackle Javon Foster. So I haven't looked into him, but I did save that to see if that's a possibility for somebody we can look into. Yeah, I have all the offensive tackles on my radar that are getting cut just because maybe that's somebody we can pick up,
Mm-hmm. The cool thing about it is today we got a chance to do some breaking news with you guys because some names were released, and a couple of names are surprising too. Morgan Fox we talked about yesterday, but they gave him that money. Should have never even been in that position for Morgan Fox, and of course Lenny Craig today, Kobe Bryant today, Simeon Barrow so far today. But will these guys clear waivers and make it back to the team? Also Easton Stick as well. Will they make it back to the team? We'll be able to find out in a couple of hours and see what directions the Falcons go. But I must say, Falcon fans, this has been great to talk Falcons football. Tebow, so we can get some highlights for today's show. We got 1 minute for shout-outs.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, man. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. Love y'all, man. Just love fellowshipping with y'all. Love doing this. This is so much fun, man. Just love seeing and talking to y'all and talking about Falcons with everybody. And hey, man, looking forward to coming back and seeing y'all at 4. And I'm gonna be somewhere doing somebody's show tonight around 6 or 7. So either way, I will see y'all again. It might be mine. It might be. I'm gonna do somebody's damn show tonight around 6 or 7. Could be mine. Whatever. Doesn't matter. But hey, man, love seeing y'all. Jack, Carrie, Bodie. All respect due, man. I love this group. Love podcasting with y'all. Y'all know what it is. Want to thank God for sending y'all my path. Everybody in the chat, everybody in the panel. Thank you for waking me up this morning. Last but not least, brother Jack, my blood brother Eric. Thank y'all for giving my start. It's on you, Jack.
It's on Carrie because Carrie's.
I did that last night too.
It's okay. It's all good.
Next, Carrie knows gonna happen. Next is gonna block you. Next is gonna block you.
She is gonna, and I would deserve it.
I would
No.
deserve it. I
Oh
would deserve
man.
it. I would deserve
For
it.
anyone in the chat that doesn't know, T will have me blocked from his YouTube
Didn't
channel
mean
for
to block you
literally
though.
it was a supposed accident, but I was literally blocked from
He
his
said
YouTube channel.
you did not say
Arguably,
supposed.
Was it something that you posted in the
arguably,
comment section, Terry, or did you
no,
Oh
not make it
no,
wow.
public?
arguably his biggest supporter because I try to make every T
You
will for my
do.
ATL
You
movies, for my ATL
do.
sports, for my
You
ATL TV shows,
do.
for my ATL drive through, for
Here
my
we
ATL
go.
TikTok.
Here
I
we go.
try. I don't go to the for my ATL OF. I'm sorry, I don't support that one, but I try to make to every T will show. Okay. And so when he blocked me, I was like, wow, I was blocked for a good 2 weeks, guys. So I couldn't comment on his YouTube channels. I was like the crazy ex that had to go to his stream on Twitter in order to view his show. I could not view his show from YouTube.
I
I was
feel
like,
like
you know,
Jack.
T-Will, do you care to respond?
I feel like Jack, man. I feel like Jack the day he was getting hit left and right. Oh, this is great. Hey, no, I didn't mean. So here's the thing. There was this idiot right above Carrie that was saying some outlandish stuff. And I went to block him. And I guess I'm slow. And I blocked her. And I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out how to unblock her. So she went
You
like
had
a
to call
month.
YouTube technical support to
Oh
find out how to
my
unblock Carrie?
God.
he just
No.
wasn't doing it. And
I
I mean, shout out
couldn't
to
figure it
Jordan,
out.
shout out to Debo, shout out to A1, shout out to Big Low.
Eric,
All of them were on the
Eric,
shows with them. Yeah, Eric, all of them were like, come on, man, make this a priority. Unblock her. And he's like, yeah, I gotta reach out, you know. Da, da, da. I'm like, nah. He was just enjoying me being blocked for whatever
I
reason.
was not. I
But
was
it's
not,
all good.
Carrie. Carrie is
It's all
my
good.
family. This is me sending you hugs from Georgia, Carrie. You
Thank
know
you.
that. It's not true.
But no.
That was
Shout
funny though.
out to for my ATL everything. Shout out to shout out to all of it, honestly. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I appreciate you guys supporting us, you know, on that late show last night, this early show this morning. Yes, yes, Christy, and she was part of that. So thank you. There literally was a hashtag free carry. There literally was. She's not telling a lie there. That was so
She's
funny.
not,
But
she's not
no.
gonna lie.
Shout out to everyone in the chat. Like, seriously, appreciate you guys tuning in and supporting us for a late night show last night, early show this morning. It's been fun. Pretty sure Falcons have to be a 53-man roster at 4 p.m. today, Eastern time. So we will be doing a show sometime after 4 p.m. to go ahead and review that new roster, Falcons 53-man roster heading into the season. Please make sure you have our notifications on because we don't have a set time yet that we're going live. So if you have that notification on, you're going to know right when we go live. You'll get that notification so you can join us in the conversation. So, yeah, thank you all. I appreciate you.
Falcon fan, that's what it's about. Just talking Falcons football. We ain't do nothing wrong. Once again, we give a big respect and a big shout out to all the players who play the game because we don't. And here, as a podcaster, as a diehard fan, I can't wait for the season to start. But to get to the season, we have to go through a day like today, which is NFL Cut Day. And of course, there are some names that fans see a little bit surprising, and then there's some names that fans are like, "Well, yeah, we expected him to get cut." But guess what, fans? We're about 3 or 4 hours away or still. They got some more cuts to make. Every hour, something's going to happen. They loaded us up this morning with 7 off the jump. As soon as we started the podcast, names just kept dropping. So be prepared to, hear some more names even after we end this podcast. It's getting ready to be 12 o'clock. That's the lunch hour. The lunch hour, hey, while you're on the way to go get food, you want to bring your parking pass and your playbook to the front office too, and you can make your way out. I've heard the stories about how this cut thing works where, the intern or the Falcons rep call you or whoever it is, and they tell you coach wants to talk to you, and you go in the office and, playbook is there. And by the time you get out, go down to the facility, the equipment manager and the intern that got your stuff already ready to go. And either you're, back in your car driving back to where you're going, or you're on a flight, heading back to your city or your state wherever you're from. Sad situation for some, but for the ones that make the 53, congratulations from us here at One Time for the Fan. The next time One Time for the Fan will be live. Will be tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Wednesday show. You know, the fans.
We'll be later on today, Jack. We'll be
Well, I'm
live
not going
later.
to be there. I can't be there. My son got football practice, so I won't be there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
well,
you guys definitely, you know.
Carrie, I guess it's gonna be me and you, buddy.
Yeah. Remember, it's the Terry and Carrie show.
Ah,
You know,
you know what, Jack? We could do a Carrie and Terry show today because it is. We could. Okay, that's fair.
Carrie had to hop off. She's doing a lot. So once again, Carrie, even taking 2 hours out of her day to talk Falcons is super big for us. Even for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 minutes of Carrie's day, we definitely salute and respect. So big shout out to Carrie for, you know, always taking care of One Time for the Fan, and always keeping faith within the Falcons fan base. T Will, once again, man, shout out to everybody in the chat. I ain't complaining. Would have been great to have Chef Matt here, but once again, our respect and our salutes go out to Chef Matt, one of the hardest people that I know. And of course, I'm sorry, senior executive Chef Matt, one of the hardest working people that I know. And like I said, that schedule comes into play. We got to respect this job because he was going to talk to us from his job. So, I mean, what else can we do? But like, share, and subscribe for TEO for my ATL Sports. Of course, One Time for the Fan. And also, there's a lot of other content creators that was in the chat today, too. A1 was in the chat. Uncle Steve was in the chat. Big Little Country Sports was in the chat. You had the Ladybirds that's here in the chat, too, as well. So make sure you guys head over there and, just reach out to these content creators. It's going to be a good year for a lot of us. So let's go out there and win, T. Will. I'll see you tomorrow night. And rise up, my brother.
Rise up, everybody.